What's up, junk drawers?
Oh, hey.
Junk drawers.
Assholes.
Whoa, aggressive.
I'm-
Just kidding, you like that.
Yeah, I know what you like.
Yeah, you do. So we're just doing an intro to our first ever Tasty Trivia Junk Drawer podcast. They're a sponsor for us now. Tasty Trivia has jumped on. Craig has jumped on, as you've seen him in the past, and he's a sponsor for us now. We did something to hopefully provide value for his company, Tasty Trivia, located in Orlando. You can see their website on tastytriviaorlando.com.
We'll toss that link in the description down below.
Link in the descripties.
Descripties.
I like descripties better.
Yeah, it's good.
And yeah, I mean, this is just really us talking about stuff. If you like the theme nights for Tasty Trivia, you're going to love what we have here. We're also going to have timestamps when we talk about things and give answers and whatnot. But there's a lot of answers just sporadically in the whole thing. There's not a lot of there's a few times where it's just answer, question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. But there's just random things that come up and we give other answers for other things and tease other events coming next month.
One coming in 2019, April.
One coming in April 2019.
Cough, Game of Thrones, cough.
Cough. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this out. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow Tasty Trivia on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, we'll see you guys in 4 seconds.
All right. Goodbye.
I love you. You know who you are.
That was a nice kiss.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
What is up, Junk Drawer fans? We're here with Craig Brooks yet again for our first ever Tasty Trivia sponsored
I'm excited.
podcast. Craig is very excited. He's in his Tasty Trivia stuff. I refused to wear mine because I wear it so much.
And I do not have one.
Oh, we'll fix that.
We're
gonna
I
get
just got new shirts in, so this is a reality.
Well,
Are they just as soft as the other ones?
I need
Yes.
I need
Next
more
level,
shirts.
100% Katone.
Just to throw that out there, I need more shirts.
Yeah, we talked about this.
as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
we
do.
You
did.
wear a medium.
Yes.
He does wear a medium.
You do not.
I wear a large.
Right.
So, yeah, welcome. This is our first ever sponsorship. Craig is sponsoring us. We're trying to build stuff for each other, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the theme nights that Tasty Trivia started recently, and how well they're doing, and give out some answers. So, first question from me to you:
Do it.
What caused the theme nights? What is something you've been super against doing themes for a very long time?
Yes.
What finally brought you to the light?
I'm going to have to give props to a mutual friend on this. We had done Disney nights before. We had done music theme nights before. But what got us to the content theme nights was actually Brian Henley. Brian Henley was pushed to it by Brass Tap about 6 to 8 months ago.
Forced him.
They said, hey, man, do this. And we had been doing so well here in Central Florida, and he's doing very well at the Brass Taps there. But we've been doing so well that nobody was pushing us to do anything differently. So it took a minute for me to be like, why do I need to change anything? But the reality was the opportunity was ripe. It was the right time, the right place. We launched Disney at Brass Tap. 330 people showed up on 89 teams.
That's
they were
obscene.
on the grass. They were putting towels down. And I said, this was 4 months ago. I said, oh, we got to do this.
We got something here.
So it took me 3 months after that,
Of course.
to get to here, where we actually have a schedule. There's like a spreadsheet and stuff for when all these theme nights are coming. And you could check out the website, tastytriviaorlando.com, and click theme nights and see all the theme nights that are available.
Which is great, super handy.
feels good.
Very helpful. Do you have a favorite theme thus far that you've gotten to do? I know you've taken a slight step back in the hosting realm, but is there a theme that comes up and you're like, oh, I need to be a part of this?
I have hosted at least one of all the different themes we've done so far, which is cool. I am biased because I like Harry Potter, I like Game of Thrones more than I like Friends, for example.
Yeah.
Friends is not one, has never been a content piece that I was like all about. I know a bit about it, but my wife has watched the whole series like twice or 3 times. So now that we go to a Friends night, there's people that have watched it 5 times. They know everything.
Yeah.
They know like weird things, like different food items that Joey put in his mouth in season 4. Like, how would you know that?
They start treating it like a religion.
Yes. And I think that's why I got excited about the theme nights, made the website changes, and when you pitched the idea of, hey, what do you think about this Taste Trivia podcast? I was like, the timing has never been better to do something that the listeners can get real answers, so now they can crush and win real prizes because every event has prizes.
Yeah, these answers will, and that's for everyone involved, everyone listening. This will result in real dollars. If you can get a victory, this is real money in your pocket. Like you can win monies. That's a real thing, and I'm very excited too to do this not only with themes, but we have Fatal 4-Way, we have Brain Games, we have
I love what he said.
Another special secret thing that we have yet to discuss.
We're not going to yet.
Will be discussed in the future.
Oh, I love that you brought that up.
Yeah,
now it's a double teaser.
I'm not prepared to talk about it quite yet, but it will.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah,
Josh does know what it is,
He does.
and he
Look
is
at
a
that
part
face.
of nothing.
That's a face that knows what things are.
He knows what things are.
We actually, I know people are going to be like, what the hell are they talking about? There's a real thing coming in the summer that will be something brand new that's never been done.
I do know what it
It's
is.
different colored shirts.
Different color shirts.
It's not that, but I mean, like, we should do holiday shirts. That's a real thing.
Yeah, we could probably do something like that.
I mean, I think it would be cool.
All right.
A little festive.
I like that.
But
I like it.
Just
I'm a pro holiday type guy.
you are.
Except for
do you like a
Columbus
tasty
Day.
trivia
I
like
don't like Columbus
menorah?
Day.
Just get
Not
like
a
a
fan.
little menorah.
Oh my god, that
underneath.
is a good idea.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone
like
knows
a
I'm
little-
Jewish anyway.
That's true.
I'm waiting for someone to comment like, "Why aren't you doing any?" Because there's 4 people watching.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Feels like a lot.
Yo, what's up?
Thank you guys. 5-3. I lost. That is.
We got cocky.
I shouldn't have said hi.
We got cocky.
Oh,
We
that
got cocky.
burned.
Yeah, it felt bad.
That felt bad. It went up to 5 and then it immediately went to 3, and I was like, "Oh, I said something bad."
So what topic would you like to broach first? Because I got feelings about all of them.
I think what makes the most sense is let's talk a little bit about Star Wars. It makes sense
Love
for
it.
this teaser little Facebook Live,
Yeah.
which in the future, the Facebook Live will probably be a bit longer than this. But this one, you're going to only get a few answers because I want you to subscribe to the Drunk Drawer Show podcast and listen to the full episode so you can get all your answers.
Please.
But I
Wow.
think Star Wars would be a good start. And I had this idea, and because it's the first one, you guys got to tell me. I was going to throw a few questions at you guys.
Love it.
I'm
and
all about that.
see what you know
I'm smarter than Josh.
That's true.
about Star Wars or just in general.
Definitely not in general, but maybe about Star Wars. I'm not even 100% certain on that. I was kind of peacocking.
I love it. So some of you.
That's why you're wearing that tight shirt, right?
Oh, it is. It's tight.
I've been hitting gym stuff.
Gym stuff.
I'm shape-ish. I'm shapely
You are
now.
a shape.
I got sick over the last week and lost 7 pounds.
Damn.
Still heavy. Still heavy. So, those of you, we talked about Tuesday, May 8th. That is going to be at Graffiti Junction Nona, Graffiti Junction Longwood. Pay attention.
Please.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
can you name, and maybe it should be who could do it first because we don't have some sort of buzzer scenario, so I'm going to flip
Yeah.
this around
Oh, boy.
so that the people on Facebook Live knows who gets it first. Can you name the former Baron Administrator of Cloud City?
Ooh. Baron Administrator of Cloud
That's his
City.
technical title, but if you think Cloud City, he's the only name you should
just,
think of.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I'm blanking on the name. It's Gambino.
Is it Lando Calrissian?
Yo!
Yeah.
And
And
Donald Glover
is
will
now
Donald Glover.
be playing
Whoa,
him.
whoa, whoa. Billy D. Williams first.
That's correct. That is correct. Billy D.
Technically, it's a
Suck it.
prequel,
Was
so that means it happened
Lando.
before.
Oh, I like that.
Suck it.
Now, that one's going to be too hard, and I know that now.
No, I Cloud City. I immediately
came
went
to
to
you.
I just couldn't think of Lando.
I went to
I think that's a
Lando,
good
but
question.
I was
How
like, that's
ex-
such a weird title. It's not a good title.
It's Star Wars.
Baron Administrator. They have a lot of weird titles. So
It's a
I
weird
went
title.
when I was putting all this trivia together.
I liked it.
went deep into the Star Wars databank. That's what it's called
Mm-hmm.
on StarWars.com, and it's a dark hole. It's a deep, dark place.
Did you learn things that you never?
I
thought
learned
you
things
would?
I don't want to know. All the different species names. I
Sex
can't
stuff?
even pull
Did you
any of
learn
them
sex
out.
stuff?
I wanted to learn the Star Wars sex stuff. They keep a lot of sex out of Star Wars, honestly.
It's a purposeful thing.
I
I
know.
think.
They with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So let's switch gears because I think I want to do 2 questions to you guys about species.
Okay.
I just brought that up.
Yeah.
There are more than I thought in the Star Wars land. There's like 100 or something different
Many.
species they made up.
Yeah.
So I'll go with an easy one to start. And this one, for those of you Star Wars fans, I know you're not going to feel like this is a free answer, so just take it. But Jar Jar Binks is
Yeah.
a certain species. Do either of you-
Gungan.
He is
Yes,
a
sir.
Gungan. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why do
So-
you know that?
Ooh,
I
You
don't
love
know.
Jar Jar.
You know what?
You love Jar Jar.
That's a 1
He
to
is
1.
the Sith Lord, yeah.
He's the he,
You know,
yo,
I love that theory.
that's such
It's
a
so
cool
much fun.
theory.
I
It's
also
such a
like
cool
that
theory.
theory.
But the thing that comes down to me every time is the eyes. His eyes are so yellow, and no Sith no self-respecting Sith did not have those dark, like gross, mucusy.
Did
yellow
other
eyes.
Gungans have yellow eyes?
I don't believe so. Like you think about the dude that was like the commander,
The big one.
well, the fat one, yeah, but he did, I think, when he was under mind control, but did not afterwards. And I think the one that was like in battle, the one that had like the catfish face,
Yeah.
he definitely didn't have yellow eyes. So
I don't know that the yellow eyes are the biggest thing for me.
For
when
me,
I was
it does
watching
it does a yellow.
the video recaps, the shit that was
conspiracy
happening
theory.
around
The
conspiracy,
him
yeah.
while he was doing odd hand movements,
Yeah.
is what was getting me because
No,
I
it's-
feel like the Force has to do with hand movements.
it's
Yeah,
super
it's all
sketchy.
hand.
It's super
It's sketchy.
sketchy, but I like it.
So back to one that
makes
would
the movies
potentially,
better.
Yeah.
it does, one that would potentially give you a free answer. Hailing from the remote planet Dathomir, Darth Maul was a member of which tattooed clan of warriors? Much more difficult.
Ooh.
Do you know this? Oh, we got to go to him.
The Maulers.
I like the guess. I do like the guess.
I should know this. I watched the whole Clone Wars animated, and they definitely reference it, and I don't
do.
remember.
They do.
I
It's
don't
like
remember
it's
what it is.
It's not a species as much as a clan of warriors. They are the Zabrak. Zabrak. Zabrack. They have the black and the red
Yeah.
on the head,
Yeah.
little horns. That's one that I know a lot of you
Would have missed.
That's
a miss one.
But if you listen to this podcast,
You're gonna get it.
you're gonna have that answer. In
That
your
could be
pocket.
money.
So does that mean that's not natural? That's not his normal look? Like he did
No.
that to himself?
Oh no, I think some of them are born that way.
Are they?
Lady Gaga style.
I really Lady
would-
Gaga.
You like that?
Lady
I do like
Gaga.
that.
I would assume that it's just a clan. Like if it's a clan like that, I would assume that like they've like it's evolutionary at this point.
We're going deep.
Like
We're going real deep.
we're going down the rabbit hole.
We're thinking.
Yeah.
We're the thinking.
We're trying
trivia
to- we're
We're
trying
the,
to
podcast.
we're the
forward
brain
thinking.
boys.
That's right. And those of you that were watching, thank you so much on
All
the
three of
Facebook
you.
Live. Just it got to 5.
Woo.
I want to say it got to 5. And those answers are just a teaser. So please listen on the Junk Drawer Show podcast. You can subscribe on Google Play or on the iTunes. I prefer the iTunes, but that's just
Obviously.
me.
Just
Yeah.
better phones.
And we're going to be done going live this time. So you got, for the rest of the answers, there's going to be like a dozen or more probably.
Yeah, probably more.
Dozens of answers.
And we're
for
just gonna
you.
say shit.
Things will be said.
We're gonna say stuff.
Dope. Can you look at that and just make sure it's recording? Because the paranoid side of me is like,
Oh yeah,
I fuck up?
There's definitely some
Yeah, let me just post
paranoidness.
that. Discard post, keep post.
one might call me neurotic.
What?
How do I tell if it went?
Did you
How
save
sad
it?
That would be. I think
There we go.
Is it blue?
there.
The button should say on the right side.
The cursor is over stop recording for some reason.
Okay, just move it a little bit.
Okay.
And it's still blue and it says stop recording.
It's still blue and it says stop recording.
Cool.
All right,
we
so
are
we're
set.
recording.
Oh good. And there's comments. That didn't even go bad.
No, that was good.
I feel good about that.
Way to go, Maddie. She's gonna get a high five. That was her idea.
Oh, nice. High five for Maddie.
Yeah, good job, Maddie. You may listen to this.
Proud of you.
We appreciate
Maybe.
you.
Maybe. You
Well, she
listen to
might
this.
because it was her idea. B, she's helping really organize trivia at this
Yeah.
point because she's really the conduit for all the information from the host and everything like that. So cool.
about it.
Now I don't have to like worry about being on the film as well. That was making me like I feel like
There was
my
a
hand
lot.
over
There,
here.
you
There
were
was
you
a
were
lot.
juggling a lot.
I was juggling.
Yeah.
There was a piece of paper and then there was a phone. So now I could be zoned in.
We also tried to help you with that.
You did. You did really good. You're still 1-1.
Yes, we are.
We're not
Yep.
keeping score in the sense of like
but we are.
But we're keeping score.
I'm keeping score. I want to know which one of you would know more. So I will throw like one that I thought was hard, but might not be for you guys because you Gunganed out
You Gungand.
and you got the
Lando?
Yeah, the Land. Well, that wasn't
That
a hard
wasn't
one.
that
But
hard. That wasn't that hard.
here's a great one
Okay.
that is gettable.
Yeah.
It is going to be one of the bonus points, and these are only worth 1 point, but they're so important because each round in a theme night is actually available 16 points. On our normal nights, you can only get 15, and that's to create some variance so that these teams that are like really good at the subject matter get a little separation. So, what famous line? We all know so many famous lines from Star Wars. Has Luke, Han, C-3PO, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Leia all said the exact same line at some point in the series?
I know this.
You've heard this.
I've absolutely heard it.
His face is telling me it's not there.
I do
You
not
have a
know.
chance for the point. How long do
Hello.
we give you?
Not very long.
You are definitely running out of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I say it, even you'll have remembered it.
I'm sure.
It's that's why I like questions like this. I did not come up with it on my own.
I absolutely know. I cannot. There's no recall there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. I remember
I
now.
have a bad feeling about this. This is gold.
It's perfect.
They all say it at
That's
some
for
point
you
in the
guys.
series. That's a good one. That's a gem.
That is a good one.
It's a
Yeah.
gem. I think we gave a gem away.
I feel good about it. Gungans. The fuck is wrong with you?
Did you know it?
I would have gotten there eventually, so no.
The Zabrak, I'm not even sure the pronunciation. I hope someone shreds me on a comment on your on the podcast iTunes reviews. Give them a 5-star review and then shred me for not pronouncing it right.
This guy's an idiot.
Is that only in the Clone Wars that they say that?
I believe so. It's only in the animated series, or I'm sure it's in the literature as well.
It's in the literature.
Yes.
See, that's the issue.
The good word.
For these theme nights, I'm always torn between. So Game of Thrones is a good example.
Yeah.
We had a very successful Game of Thrones night at Brass Tap. 140 people, like almost 35 teams. Real competitive. Like they all stayed the whole time. But I barely touched the books on purpose. Because I think what got it to this status is
It was a show.
It's not
It
the
was a
book.
Yeah,
show.
it's definitely the show.
Exactly. So why not pander to what was successful?
Yeah.
Whereas Disney, it's obvious it's the movie content. I'm not going to Disney Channel stuff. If I did a Disney Channel round at the Disney night, we'd have a revolt. 'Cause it'd be like, there'd be 15% of the people would know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I don't do a Star Wars or Marvel round at Disney night, even though they own it.
Yeah.
Because I think that then burns those that came thinking, where is the Little Mermaid 5 questions
Yeah, yeah.
that I wanted?
I
knew.
want to know
Yeah.
all of those things. I want to know Ursula's name when she was a person.
Yeah.
Ursula.
Oh.
No, it was Vanessa.
Sandra.
But I was going to say
You said
Veronica.
it. Yeah, it feels like a Veronica, but it's not. It's a Vanessa.
No, it is Vanessa, but I was going to say and then you said it. I was like, all right, yeah. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Maybe that'll be one for Disney.
That is a good one for
That is
Disney.
a good one. I like it.
We can guarantee that will show up in Disney, which the next available Disney night, for those of you that really love Disney, is Top Golf on May.
Oh, you guys do Top
14th.
Golf?
We
do
did get
now.
Top Golf.
Oh, yeah.
It's a brand
awesome.
new one.
8:00 Monday, the 14th. You can do Disney night at Top Golf.
I mean, I can't. I'll be at Mellow
You'll be at
Mushroom.
Mellow Mushroom hosting Disney night.
Oh, I
on
will
May
be
the
there.
14th.
Yeah, that's true. I
That's
will
right.
be doing that.
Same trivia.
Haha.
We have the availability and luxury to do the same questions at venues that are 30 miles apart because nobody can be at both places
It
at
is
once.
physically
So
impossible.
it'll actually be Disney night at Bloodhound Brew, Mellow Mushroom, and Top Golf,
About it.
which will be cool. And that Vanessa one
Vanessa.
is probably going to show up
Because
because I haven't written those questions yet, and I'm going to use that one.
Brainstorming.
Exciting.
So because you guys are still 1-1, I need to do more
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Okay.
No, let's do it.
And specifically, questions that those of you that like to play on Tuesdays want to hear.
I will be hosting one of those.
That's right. Tuesdays even later in the month at places like Smoky Bones in Sanford,
Perfect.
or even Crafted, or who knows.
Who's
Or-
to say, really?
I mean, the website says.
The website says that. That's true.
Overly promotional. People in Star Wars, okay?
Yeah. Midi-chlorians. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I like that. Which character is the commander of the First Order's Stormtroopers?
Captain Phasma.
Bam, 2-1.
Yeah.
You didn't even look like you wanted to say anything.
Well, he already had Captain Phasma ready to go.
I was
yeah,
locked and loaded on that one.
He did.
yeah. For a second, I was thinking the white dude. I don't remember.
Which
his name.
is correct. All the other questions are white dudes that aren't Lando. I think he's the
That aren't
in the
Lando
original
and Finn
trilogy.
are like the only
Yeah,
black
they're
guys,
really
right?
the only ones.
I think there's more in the newer.
The newer,
Yeah.
the older ones. The only one was
Straight white.
like the voice of James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Which is an answer.
Oh,
See how I wove it in that way? That
was nice.
I didn't have to ask.
That's intricate.
It was a give.
You're
You
so
liked it.
giving.
I know.
I did like it. It was very nice. I feel special.
2-1.
2-1.
But I think because we didn't say what it was a best of, we have to now say it was a best of 5 or
5,
something like
first
that.
person to
So you have
3.
a chance.
Are
You
we
have a
sticking with
chance
Star Wars?
with
Yeah.
Star Wars for the moment.
Okay.
We're going to go do
Star
at least 2 more Star Wars questions. So he's either going to straight roll you for one, because now I committed to 5 questions.
Right, you said that.
Or you'll get back in it. But I'm going to let you choose whether we do a Who Said It or a Star Wars fact. What would you be better at? Because he was very quick with that last one. That hurt your feelings. I saw it.
It felt bad.
I'm crying on the inside, but I think
It shows.
let's do Who Said It.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right. I think it is time we demonstrated the full power of this station.
Tarkin.
I got to give it to him.
Do it. Give it
Grand
to him.
Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, there we go.
Did
Tarkin.
say that. You fumbled.
I did.
You wanted
I
it.
went, and then he was already...
Kawa.
He was already like mushing,
There was mush.
tonkin, tuffin,
There was mush.
Yeah.
tummy tuck.
I knew the T. I
All
knew
of
the
it
T.
was in there. But you did get it out. Mm-hmm. You got it out, and that is correct. Grand Moff Tarkin did say that, and he was, of course, referring to
Star Killer?
Death Star.
Death Star.
The Death
Star
Star.
Killer's
That
after.
particular
That's the other
quote
one. Yeah,
was
yeah.
the Death Star. So, this is what I was hoping would happen, which is the 2-2 tie.
Yeah.
For
This is ideal.
I think nothing more than bragging rights, but like we could pick something in your house that now becomes
This is-
the other person's.
We have some wood over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Winner
that
gets
would be-
the wood, which sounded
That sounds
sexual.
sexy.
And it's true.
Oh my.
This is a Star Wars fact.
Okay.
And I was going to ask it and make it a midichlorians question, but I don't want to now because you already said it.
Love the midichlorians.
But that's another answer.
so many answers.
I don't know if that's going to get picked up on. No, I said about a dozen, right? I figure if we give a dozen a theme, someone who listened to the podcast has such an advantage.
It's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
I want people to almost complain that there was too much so that my rebuttal can be, maybe you should listen to this podcast. But I like almost.
Almost,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
That
You gotta
close.
toe
complaint
that
will
line.
inevitably happen.
Yes.
But I want it to be there so that we could say, I agree with you.
I'm definitely going to say on Tuesday, if you listen to the podcast, you're doing great. If you didn't, you might be fugged.
Right. And you're going to be behind the 8 ball. But it was like that with the website. We do 5 hints a day for every regular trivia on the website. You can go to Daily Hints on tastytriviaorlando.com, and most people don't do it. Those
true.
that do get 5 free answers, which in our structure, our point structure, it could be up to 33% of your score if you wager appropriately. So we're giving you a third of the opportunity to get these $50 gift cards. Sometimes it's $100 cash. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes it's limited edition beers. But there's pretty good opportunity.
There's good stuff. There's good stuff.
I'm going to switch to planets.
Oh.
And for me, this was difficult because I knew the big ones.
Yeah.
The Hoth, the Tatooine. We get that.
Yeah.
But this is Star Wars theme night, so I got to just twist it a little bit.
Okay.
So for the ultimate bragging rights and a pile of wood,
The best pile of wood. It's only slightly warped.
and I am prepared with a tiebreaker if you don't get it because we'll just do another one. But Obi-Wan and Darth Vader face off and have their epic duel on which planet's volcanic surface. The only watchable scene
Oh.
in
Oh my God, I know this.
I do too.
episode 3.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
Don't jump, but he did. And it
He
cost
did.
him 2 legs and an arm because he already missed 1 arm. It was a bad move.
It was
a very bad
It
move.
was tactically.
And Obi tells him not to. Like, dude,
Mustafar.
nailed
Can we
it.
up top?
I respect it.
That's on the vid.
I respect it.
You have to respect
to
it
respect
because
it.
he's
That was-
actively in
that
our
was nice.
conversation.
Thanks.
But the
That
whole
was
time
nice.
the gears were turning.
It was going.
The whole time he was doing a 2-brain thing. He was speaking, but really he was going, "What the fuck is it?" I know it. You did.
Pretty
know it.
accurate. That's very accurate.
That's exactly how you say it. Even.
Mustafar. Yeah.
I got it right too. All right. So I get that wood.
That's that you bought.
I
Yay.
wish the video would show the wood.
It's there. Trust
Damn
us.
Yeah.
the limited. Where's the AI? That thing should just turn on its
turn.
own.
Wood.
Hey. Yeah. I was gonna ask the NSA too
Oh yeah. Can you
But-
guys please? The NSA. They're
to
listening.
just take
Oh,
over and like
oh,
look at
right.
it, but
Now
I don't wanna ask too much,
No.
you know?
You brought up something. I know it doesn't pertain to theme night, but this is also the junk.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
show podcast. So we're going to talk about stuff. Should I stop masturbating near my computer?
I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
using the computer for the materials, but my computer is open and the camera is available.
do you like showing off?
But is anyone watching?
I mean,
Maybe.
Because I see a lot of people now put like a Post-it over.
Oh yeah. I see
Yeah.
that a
And I
lot,
feel
too.
like that's stupid. Because
I also feel like it's
I
stupid,
feel like
but
it's
it's also
stupid.
not that
It's
stupid.
so I can say that in the hacker world, the like easiest thing, the like break-in point is to be able to hack into someone's webcam. So like, you might just be a test
Interesting.
subject. It's a very like common
So
thing.
It's very
few-
Black Mirror.
Yeah.
People have seen my wiener that didn't before. Interesting. Okay,
And
good
a whole
to know.
sleuth of
so
AI.
maybe I shouldn't feel stupid to put a post-it.
I might put a post-it now. That might
think
be
I'll
a
put a
thing that I do.
Okay, good. I
You know,
know that.
we were what were we talking about that the ad came up on your Instagram like immediately?
Oh, about the posture stuff. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I get the Paylocity gig, that we're concerned that my posture will
Oh,
be
but I
like
bought
mine.
a thing
doo-doo.
that
Yeah,
wraps
well,
around
that's
my knees and back. and
Oh,
it
the one that
helps
keeps
me.
you like that.
I bought it.
Yeah, did you?
I couldn't get the one that was on Shark Tank, so I bought a knockoff on Amazon.
Do you feel like it helps?
It absolutely works.
Yeah.
When I have it on, but I take a rest from it because like I'm so posture inappropriate that if I do
It
it for
hurts.
like a full
It
hour, I
feels
was like,
bad.
ooh, something's weird. But what I'm noticing is even right now, I wasn't completely hunched forward. I don't want to do a Mike Spillane, but I just did. but like it helps you sit better up
Yeah.
even when you're not using it.
I think you're supposed to do like 30 minutes to an hour a day, and like over time, your body just gets used to it.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I did not read the paperwork that came with it.
I was like, I'm just gonna use it.
I didn't
I'm just
even
gonna
read
fucking
the
use it.
installation piece of it. I was like, this looks all the way put together. I'm immediately going to go into use with it. I was not sure. But it came in its case and everything. I was like, this has to
This
be put
has to be
together.
ready. It's ready to
It's
go.
from Malaysia. It's going to work.
A small child made sure of it.
So, as a mid-level segue, I'm getting feedback from people that they're not excited about Solo, and I'm shocked by that because I'm hyped.
I'm hyped
Oh.
for parts of it.
Interesting.
I'm hyped for
Lando.
Lando. I'm also hyped for Amelia Clarke because I
Okay,
Yeah.
love
all right,
her.
love her.
I love her.
Love her. Don't go to see movies because of her, but love her.
No, but love her.
Just had this conversation with Mel. Like, Amelia Clarke is not a big enough star to draw me. Like, my female draws right now, we were talking about them, are Jennifer Lawrence. I go usually see most of her movies. I'll see a Kate McKinnon comedy. Like,
Yeah,
any
she's a
time.
gem.
She's
She's a
so
gem.
good. And I've got a couple of dudes that it's like, I'll see anything they do. One of them's a director, Guy Ritchie. I'll see anything
Yeah,
he does.
I'm a Robert Downey Jr. When anything he
yeah.
does, I'll go to the theaters and watch.
But are you retroactive on it? Meaning you'll go backwards and watch his older stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen every movie? I guess is what I should have asked.
I haven't seen every movie, but
Nobody
I've seen a
has.
lot.
He's done
of them.
some
He's done a
weirdos.
lot.
He's
Yeah.
done some weird stuff. There's been
80s.
some
He
weird
was
stuff.
big in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I do. One of my favorite questions when we do stuff very like directed towards Downey is what 80s film did he appear in? And he wasn't in it for very long. He was a jock. He was an asshole. Weird Science, baby.
Yes. He
Weird
was in Weird
Science.
Science.
Oh, was he?
I
And
love Weird
it was
Science.
super brief. He was only in like 7 minutes of the film.
I don't know if that's Kelly Brook, or Kelly. I don't know her name, but that the female in
Oh
that.
yeah.
So gorgeous.
Beautiful.
She was
beautiful.
What
Stunning.
you would imagine the
nerds would make.
The nerds would make, and then Westworld did it, and it happened again
Oh,
with
yeah.
beautiful like robot type people. Because she wasn't exactly a robot. They like made her from.
Yeah.
Was
I don't
it
remember.
Frankenstein? Well,
It wasn't. They didn't
It
use
wasn't
like.
they didn't use
Frankenstein.
parts, right?
No.
They didn't. What is it?
They like built her.
They
and then-
apparated her
Yeah.
from
And
lightning.
it just like fucking appeared and shoot. Yeah.
oh
still
yeah,
like-
God shit.
I like that movie a lot.
It was God shit. It was God shat in.
Isn't Bill Paxton in that movie too? Isn't he the older brother?
I believe so.
Yeah, that movie has like an underrated cast.
yeah,
for
absolutely.
the time. And
Yeah.
then,
Now you look at it and you're like, oh my god, so
Yeah.
many famous people.
so why did you say The Face when I said Solo? Because I was excited and you weren't.
Because
What-
I'm worried
what
about
do
it.
I not know about
I'm just
it?
worried about it. The trailers make it seem like a generic kind of movie with a Star Wars skin on it.
Interesting.
And I'm worried that
I would agree with that.
I'm worried it's just not going to be great.
Is there like a
I'm
good
not
director
sold
or
on
writer
the,
attached
I'm
that
not,
I don't know about?
Oh no, the director's Ron Howard.
Oh, I've heard of him.
That
Oh,
is
is
a
it?
Ron Howard directed film.
But he's a good director.
He's
So
very
why
good.
would-
good.
He's
Yeah,
very good.
I didn't know that. See, I
I
just
don't
also
know.
didn't know that.
I don't know if he is the writer. However, because there was something written and they had a director attached prior, there was creative differences.
See, that's never a good sign.
And then Ron Howard stepped in to direct Solo, and he did.
But you
Solo.
saying-
I'm gonna double check,
you
but
say-
I'm like 98% sure Ron Howard is directing Solo.
My biggest I'm a big movie fan. I know you guys are too, but my biggest issue when I hear creative differences is it gives like a bad taste in the mouth for me.
right.
But it does two different things. On the one side, I'm nervous now because creative differences ruined DC's movies over the last couple years.
oh my
yeah.
god, I can't wait
Creative-
to talk about that in superhero
Yeah.
stuff. I cannot
Creative
wait.
differences broke that, but also it helps me lower the expectations. So
Paul
let me-
Bettany's in it. I didn't know that.
yeah, I love him.
He's also quite good. Yeah, film directed by Ron Howard.
Written by...
Written by... Screenplay by Jonathan and Lawrence Cashton.
I do not know who they are.
No idea.
Hit them and see if they have a better filmography. But the one benefit I will say...
Empire Strikes Back, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Force Awakens.
Oh.
Well, there's a bit of trust now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This is
maybe we
interesting.
didn't...
Wow, we've waffled here pretty quickly.
See?
We're open-minded. This is good.
I
Yeah.
was excited about it for
I'm not
who was in it.
unexcited about it. I think I'm more excited than he is.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep
Obviously.
my expectations real low.
Well, but about the expectations, if you keep them low, you're just set up for success. So
Absolutely.
I went into Justice
League,
with
yeah.
the lowest because Zack Snyder's stink on everything.
It's bad.
But then I loved the Wonder Woman parts, and I loved other certain parts, not
Yeah.
necessarily the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I was able to find my joys.
Well, okay, so I'm not to disembark from Solo so quickly because
Just do it. Just
Gambino's
do it.
in it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm so excited for him as Lando Calrissian. I'm so excited for him
He's
as Lando
great.
Calrissian. He's wonderful. He's the next. He describes it best himself in his rap, and he's a Renaissance man with a Hollywood buzz, and I love it. He does everything.
Yeah.
But
He's talented.
how has DC gone so off the fucking rails?
This is well timed because we are going to talk about
we're
this
gonna
and
talk
then
about
go into superheroes.
Yeah, and it's great. How has DC gotten their animated films? And I don't know how much you guys watch, but I watch.
seen a few.
I'm a huge Batman guy, and,
Yeah.
and you guys know that as viewers of Tasty Trivia. You guys know I'm a big Batman guy. You know from years of us talking and
Yep.
comic booking and whatnot. We're gonna go see Jim Lee
Very excited.
very soon, and
He will sign some Batman items.
he's gonna
that I
sign
have.
some Batman stuff. And how has DC gone so far off the rails?
Okay, so I think there's two things.
I would love to hear your.
I
things.
think that one, they tried to catch up to Marvel
Well,
and
yeah,
did
I
not
agree with
lay the
that.
groundwork. They just kind of like, fuck, we'll do it.
we're gonna do a Justice League and then worry about everything else.
Yeah, and
right.
to differentiate themselves, they went dark and like the world is dark, so people don't want dark movies as
Nope.
much.
We
Well,
want the
and
light.
that's
We want
the,
that
the
happy,
thing
happy
is
fun time.
Nolan rode that line.
And
There
it was a
light-
different time. That was
It was a different time. I would say it was darker then than it is now. I would make that argument, but he rode the line. There was a lightness and there was a dark. There was a lot of Bruce Wayne with Batman, whereas DC now is just like Batman.
Correct.
Darkness. He's angry all the time.
I've got a different perspective on that. They're not completely shitting the bed.
Wonder Woman.
Yep, you knew what I was going to say.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman on a few points. Not just that I think it was a great movie. Has a massively appealing, strong female lead. Marvel is
beautiful.
now catching up to that with Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
They're 2 years late.
oh yeah.
Well, and they've had Black Widow for how long?
and they didn't do anything with it.
capitalize. They
So
should have.
I would argue that there's two things happening. Marvel is on the can't miss train.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
not DC's issue. They wish. They wish. So because they've had a couple of misses.
Well, I'll ask you this too because we didn't see Justice League together. I don't believe.
I don't think so.
But I know you've seen it. You've seen it as well. I believe.
Yeah.
I've seen everything they make.
So, were there parts in Justice League to you? Because there was to me that you watched it and you went, "Oh, this was a Joss Whedon part."
Well, that's the reason you say. I feel like we already talked about this back when it happened, because
Maybe.
I do think there were, because there was a moment in the movie. I watched it with my wife and with my great friend Cuba. I think I'm 90% sure we do. His fiance doesn't love the comic book movies.
Yeah.
So it's like a perfect pairing.
How do you know
It's a perfect
at this
trio.
point?
She's into other things. She's great. There were moments where I didn't. My thought wasn't, "Oh, this is a Joss Whedon moment." My thought was, "Oh, this is an Avengers moment," which is a Joss Whedon
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
They were doing a few things when the group got together that was clearly derived from Avengers, and to me, I thought that's almost the flattery element. You know,
Yeah,
it's flattering.
you know
that
it works.
The dude created what the now group superhero thing should be.
yeah.
The Russos killed it, by the way.
They did.
Again, if you guys have not seen Infinity War, please go see it. We're not going to touch on it very much.
No.
But the thing that I loved most about the first Avengers and what Joss did is that he juggled characters very well. It didn't feel like a mishmash.
Nope.
It
Yeah,
didn't feel
yeah,
like
it
you
made
threw
sense.
shit on the wall and were like, maybe this will stick. They told very different stories that lined up wonderfully, and it's fantastic.
And Infinity War does it.
Yeah,
On
absolutely.
steroids.
That same level. I mean, it's
Oh,
take it up a notch.
plus 40 other superheroes are
Yeah, and it's tough,
obscene.
and that's where DC is having a few hiccups. The balance isn't there, They've got something so great with Gal Gadot. I should say it right.
Gadot,
Damn
yeah.
it, because I love her.
She's gorgeous.
It's beyond that, though.
Wonderful.
She was, and I could say this, DC did it first. The female superhero lead that is a box office success.
And crushed it, by the way.
The movie is good.
It's really good.
And her appearance in the terrible Batman vs. Superman is a saving grace.
Yeah, it brings it
Yeah.
up.
When that song plays, her intro,
Oh, my
which,
God.
by the way, is, I think, a helpful answer because one of the songs by
XL Junkie?
Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL,
Junkie XL.
is Wonder Woman's theme.
Yeah.
That'll be an answer for the superhero supervillains theme night. That'll be the last Thursday of the month, by the way. But I love that song. You could play that for me right now, and all I think of is great moments of Gal Gadot coming in and saving that goddamn movie.
And it gets you hyped.
Hyped.
Like that.
So
that,
hyped.
That honestly, like I could listen to that at the gym and just be like, oh, I'm going to murder something.
Because music plays so well with these movies. You know, I already liked Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song, but now it reminds me of Thor Ragnarok, and I like it more.
Yep.
And I like those things separately,
Yeah.
but together.
Together it's better.
I think of him coming into himself, getting his power, realizing he doesn't need the hammer. Like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And that music for Wonder Woman does that for me. But where DC started off the rails a little bit is they did a little bit too much of the throw the spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks with the characters in Batman, Superman, and then Justice League.
And the movies are long too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're real long.
It's hard to have a long movie that's just
Honestly,
dark.
I
They're
liked.
they're not as long as Infinity War,
I
but
liked
they did it better.
Batman versus Superman, the director cut, or the unedited version, the 3-hour, made
You
it a
have to
little
watch
bit
that
better.
version.
Do you have
a
it?
little bit? I do.
I do.
Can I?
Also,
I'm going to watch it.
If you didn't watch the director cut, you missed this whole it must have been somewhere between 6 and 10 minutes of reasoning why Luthor is doing some of the stuff that came across in the movie theater version as there is no rhyme or reason to this guy's machinations.
Yeah, he's
There's
just
no
a crazy
reason.
person. And
Right. But he's not crazy.
he's not.
the second smartest guy on earth, maybe the first.
Maybe the first.
So when you know that from the comic content, which you do, you guys do know that too. And
Right.
I'm not as deep a comic nerd as some, but I do buy comics every month. I love comics, and I've loved comics since a kid.
I got you back into that, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
You're so welcome.
I'm deep into it. But if you didn't know that about Luthor, you'd watch that movie and be like, oh, they just did a crazy villain. No, he's crazy like a fox.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crazy, fucking smart.
Which is not the saying, by the way.
No, it's not.
It's sly like
But they
fox.
portrayed it. They portrayed it real bad.
They did.
They didn't do a good job. I don't think Jesse Eisenberg was a good cast for that personally, but whatever.
Do you have the same problem where I only see him as Mark Zuckerberg,
Mark
now?
Zuckerberg,
Yeah.
or the scared kid from Zombieland. It's one of the. It's
Nope.
one of the.
And I
one of
liked
the two.
Zombieland, and I
Yeah,
can't see him
he's
that
just
way again.
Zuckerberg.
I want him to come back to Zombieland Kid because I can only see him as Zuckerberg, and I even like that movie, by the way.
Oh, it was real
Yeah.
good.
I like Social Network.
It was good.
But it ruined him for me.
That's fair.
Sometimes I see Zuckerberg and think that's not Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not Jesse Eisenberg.
You look wrong.
You're a worse version of yourself. He is so
You're
rich.
doing a bad job of you.
His net worth just went up while we talked about him, $8 million. That's
fair.
real. That's what's
Yeah.
happening
Yeah.
for him and his Asian pediatrician
You're right. It
wife.
does get sweeter as you drink more.
Yes, it
I
does.
like it.
I know. I'm sad that we put ourselves too far away from it.
It's fine.
Is there editing?
We can rectify that.
Is there editing
situation.
stuff that we could just like?
No,
I mean,
but
you can
it's,
also,
it's
you
fine.
can
I didn't
stand
know.
up and get it too.
I was wondering because this is just fun for potential people that are listening. I didn't know what you guys did. Do you edit midways through shit, or you don't?
Generally, we don't. We like to give you everything.
I like that.
It's. I don't want there to be any secrets. I don't want there to
But
be
what
a
if I say
Batman.
poop?
Yeah, that's in there now.
That's in there. That's in there forever. I don't want there to be a Batman versus Superman thing where you're like, how did they get here? Well, you're gonna know.
Well, let me tell you something that bothered because we're on the superheroes, and I will give more answers, guys. You got the one. You
I'm
got
also
the Wonder
gonna-
Woman one.
I'll go get
Yeah, that's
the-
so
grab
the
it.
more stuff.
and some ice, whatever.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
But you talked about things that like you were getting to like distracting points in movies, and the reason DC doesn't seem to have a firm grasp on things. I don't know if you even knew this because I don't think we talked about it, but in Justice League, Henry Cavill's mouth was messed up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I am so in love with the way he looks as Superman.
Yeah, he looks
The
super.
looks. I won't go further than the looks. I think he looks what my brain wants Superman to be.
Yeah.
Pat talked about Jim Lee. Jim Lee draws the Superman I want. But anyway, I'm so in love with the look of him that I wasn't paying attention to his mouth. And Mel, my beautiful, amazing wife, kept leaning in saying, what the fuck is wrong with his mouth? And I was like, you're crazy. How are you not looking at his pecs? Like, what is missing here? But then I read articles.
The mustache.
He had a
Yeah.
contract with, he's going to be in
Mission
the new Mission
Impossible.
Impossible,
Yep.
which, by the way, looks great.
Awesome.
It does look
Yeah.
great.
And he looks great.
He does look
He
great.
looks so ripped.
He looks ripped.
So shredded. But he wrote in the contract, and this, maybe he needs a better agent, and my name is Craig Brooks, and my phone number is, like, I can help you, bro. You
I can do
shouldn't
this.
write in the contract that you have to keep the mustache for the Mission Impossible franchise when DC is willing to throw the money, and I know it's not just DC. DC is back.
No, it's DC, Warner Brothers.
They have more,
literally.
I was really arguing with myself because nobody was listening to me whether which franchise was more valuable. And I think the comic books these days have shown more value than Mission Impossible. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
But
There's just more money to be had. I mean, Mission Impossible isn't going to have toys. They're not going to have, who knows if Henry Cavill's going to stay alive in this Mission Impossible. He can be Superman as long as he wants.
That's right.
He can be Superman forever.
So I thought that was such a huge miss that his contract with Mission Impossible stated he couldn't shave the mustache. So when they had to do reshoots because of the Snyder stink, that Henry Cavill, they had to digitally alter his upper lip.
Right.
So it ended up distracting my wife. Not me because I was looking at his pectorals, but
He's buff.
it bothers me now because
Do
I've
you
seen
like
it
him
again.
as a Superman?
Love him as Superman. Not sold on his Clark.
Well, I think his Clark is super, and we could do a whole podcast just about this.
Yeah, we
I think
could.
his Clark is super flawed just because they fucked up Aunt May or Aunt
His mother.
Yes, his
Martha.
mother, Martha.
Diane
yes.
Lane.
Well, they fucked up his
She's not
origin
the problem.
story. Well, she is partly, and I'm going to argue this point with you, and you're going to understand where I'm coming
Yeah.
from almost immediately. In the comic books, Superman is always told to be better.
Yes.
You have all these powers. Don't use them because don't punch someone in the face just because you can. Be better than them. And in this itineration in the Snyder stink version, they're like, we're gonna bring you down to the level, and
I
you
know.
do what you gotta do. And that alters his Clark for me.
They're making him Batman.
Exactly. He's Russian Superman. He's Red Sun.
Yeah.
Superman.
I've gone back and forth on my opinion of that Man of Steel ending when he snaps Zod's neck.
I like it.
I did
but-
originally like it, and I defended it to people who argued Superman doesn't kill, just like Batman usually doesn't kill.
Usually.
But they made him kill.
So
He
many.
shot so many
So
people
many.
with a gun.
With a gun.
Which is not what he does.
No.
But anyway,
Yep.
so the Snyder
Made me
stink.
so angry. But I love Affleck as Batman, by the way.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk
In-
to me a lot
in-
longer to get me to love
I'm with you
Batman-
on that.
In
He's-
Batman versus Superman, I love him.
I am
He makes a good
also,
job.
we're talking about all the different podcasts that I will sponsor. I will sponsor with alcohol, again, the whiskey one that you guys
we're
are
gonna
going
do
to
the
whiskey flavor one.
and the superhero alter ego, who did it best.
Oh,
and
yes.
we go through all of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Please.
I will
I'm about
sponsor
that.
that one as well because I have such aggressive opinions about my Batmans and my Bruce Waynes, and they don't always line up.
Christian Bale's my Bruce Wayne. He's my Bruce Wayne of choice.
And I can give some of that, but I think there's other good Bruce Waynes that weren't good Batmans and other good Batmans that weren't good Bruce Waynes. He was the best complete package,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
and that's undeniable. Keaton is close.
Very close.
Keaton is close.
His
but
Batman is way better than Bale's, in my
it
opinion.
is, but he's not handsome enough.
No, he's not.
to be my Bruce
He's
Wayne.
he's a
Yeah.
curly-headed
Hashtag
fuck.
not my Bruce Wayne because my Bruce Wayne is very attractive.
Val Kilmer?
Almost. He was the
you
best
go
for me.
Clooney?
No. I can't go Clooney.
No, I was gonna say
My top Bruce is Bale
it's Bale. Yeah.
because he's attractive.
yeah,
Adam
he's
West.
handsome.
Stop it.
Sex
The
symbol.
least attractive of them all.
That's fair.
That
Yeah.
spandex though.
The least.
He wears the underpants up to here.
Oh my god.
The
I like
giant
where this
bomb.
is going. I do. We're going into movie stuff. We're technically teasing future Drunk Drawer Show podcasts.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a whiskey flight.
Craig's gonna be a
episode.
part of. If you haven't been a part of this, which I assume you have not, trivia viewer. We've had Craig on quite a few times. If you want to learn more about his member, you can watch our first ever.
Maybe not for the trivia, folks.
Too late. It's on there. We don't
It's
edit.
there.
Edits. Don't listen to early episodes of the Drunk Drawer Show podcast. Only late episodes.
But yeah, Craig's been on a few times. We love having him on, and he will continue to be on because of this trivia goodness. But hit us with a question. It's been a while.
I agree, and I have two
Love it.
different ones.
Yes.
We're into heroes.
We are,
Superheroes.
and I haven't asked any the superhero. And Superhero Supervillain Night is Thursday, May 31st. So make sure you check that out. This pertains, a lot of our conversation has been movies, right?
Yes.
And I heard that a Mr. Dwayne Johnson will be in this role, so that's a hint.
Black
Who
Adam.
can transform? Oh, I got it wrong. Who can transform into the world's mightiest mortal by uttering one single
Shazam.
word? It is Shazam,
Yeah.
and that is a villain. Black Adam,
Black Adam
is a villain in
of
Shazam.
Zachary Levi, who will be
Correct.
Shazam.
I knew immediately I was wrong because I went, crap, he's in the movie Shazam. He is not Shazam.
Is he going to be in the movie?
Who?
Dwayne, is he going to be in Shazam?
That's what I thought he would.
I mean, he signed on to be Black Adam, but I don't know if he's going to be in the movie. I don't know.
I only
They said
feel
he
like
was
a
going to get a
second one.
separate. They said he was going to get
Oh,
a,
is he getting his own?
Oh,
that's what I
not
heard.
what I understood.
That's what
Okay.
I heard. I could be wrong.
But I'd believe it.
I mean, obviously, he's a big enough star. He should get
He's
his own fucking movie.
he technically is the largest bankable star.
Absolutely.
It's him and Robert Downey Jr. now, and Downey's bankability is
Is
tied to
Iron
Marvel,
Man.
Yeah.
whereas Dwayne's is not.
Rampage.
And
The Ballers.
he can-
I love Ballers.
I love it too.
Love it. So
Dwayne
good.
Johnson can make a bad movie good, and my example there is Rampage. That concept is off a video game that, by the way, is phenomenal.
I love that game.
It's a good game.
It's a phenomenal game, but they put it in the film like once. It was in the background. Did you guys see the movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
haven't
I
seen
did.
it yet.
Thank you, Movie Pass.
Sponsor us.
They had the arcade
Just kidding, you don't have any
stand-up
money.
box. That's not called a box. Cabinet.
Cabinet, yeah.
They had it in the one person's office in the back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they did a few things. So if you've played the game, which I now know you both have,
Yes.
you can eat the people.
Yeah.
And they did that in the movie in one moment, and they did it wrong because it didn't make sense. Because in the game, you could do it constantly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it makes sense because you're a monster.
Yes.
But they created this heartwarming gorilla who gets bigger and then eats a person. Yes, she was the bad guy, but it doesn't make sense. And I ruined the
Oh.
movie for you.
I mean, it's fine.
No, it's not a plot-driven
not-
movie.
You're not going to see it.
Is it? No, I'm going to see it. I have movie
I'll
pass.
see it.
Oh, no, you'll see it eventually. I mean,
But
like,
it's not. It's
I
not
didn't-
on. It's not.
It
something
also
I'm
isn't
like-
one of his most successful. Jumanji
Jumanji
was
crushed.
phenomenal.
That's pretty good. I saw that.
Rampage won the weekend. Jumanji was good.
Yeah.
Rampage won its weekend, but it's not going to be one of his like top 5 box office hits.
No.
Because he's just going to keep putting them out.
Wait, so were
Yeah.
they mutated animals in the
they were
movie?
affected by it was some sort of serum or gas that this evil corporation was creating.
Yeah.
And it accidentally fell to Earth from one of their satellites or
How
some
do we
shit.
feel
But it
about
was
Venom?
animals, right?
Oh, I like where
Venom?
this is going.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Just
Cautiously
to
optimistic.
to finally see Venom, I was like,
I'm also cautiously optimistic. My love of Tom Hardy is
strong.
really strong.
Bane voice.
But
You did it for like 2 years.
I know. I overdid it. But the preview didn't sell me until
Until Venom.
the end of it,
Yeah.
until he fully became. Because the strips of the symbiote coming out, grabbing the bike and stuff, I was like, ooh, I
That
don't
felt-
like
yeah,
that.
that felt weird to
It
me.
felt forced. But then when he full wrapped the head came over, I went, oh.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's like very early on, and
Me
we get
too.
a lot of real
but
Venom.
what if that's like 50 minutes in?
I'm gonna walk out.
I'm
I
gonna
won't
be
walk
upset.
You
out.
won't. We
I'm gonna be
won't walk
upset.
out. But
I'll write a strongly worded letter though.
I have a feeling it will be later than we want it to be.
Yeah, the
Because they're
last
gonna
20
origin
minutes are
the
going to be
shit.
straight Venom.
I know.
But the first 60 are going to be
I'm nervous about that.
Yeah,
not excited.
But I will be really excited if
Well,
it's in the first 20. 30 even.
think-
First half hour, that happens and it wraps his head.
Yeah.
I'm so locked in.
I also think Carnage is going to show up. I don't know in
Please.
what I don't know
Please.
in what capacity. It could be one of those
Like a
after the
tag at
credits
the end?
Yeah, but I think Carnage is going to show up. I really do.
Well, we switched over to Marvel villains-ish.
Yes.
Because he's sometimes heroic.
He's sometimes
in
heroic.
Venom.
He's an anti-hero.
So I'll throw another answer out there, another question. It's 1-0.
Yeah.
yep.
But he does have an advantage here, I think, on you. I think he reads more comic books.
Yeah,
than you
he's
do.
bigger into comics.
I
than
think so
am.
too.
That's fair.
Do you have a friend's advantage on him? Do you like that show?
I have seen some episodes, but he's seen the whole thing now.
I just
You're
watched the whole
screwed.
thing.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
You're absolutely screwed. Though done no justice in the movie,
Yes.
which big baddie in Marvel was born En Sabanur? Believed to be the very first mutant. He already has it. You're screwed.
It's Apocalypse.
That is correct.
Okay, that was gonna be my guess. but
Done
I-
so poorly
Oh, it was
by an
awful.
actor that I love.
Oh, and
was
he's in Star Wars. Oscar
yes,
Isaacs.
he's Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
Oscar Isaac's great.
oh, that was he
He's
did Apocalypse.
Yep, he was
So,
Apocalypse.
so
Oh.
Marvel has actually accidentally had some flops because of like the Sony relationship.
the 20th
Yeah.
century
and the Fox
yeah.
relationship. So they've had accidental flops.
They're acquiring.
I know they did.
They're,
I know
they're
they did.
building.
I'm very like 5-year excited for when Marvel Studios gets to do their own
Fantastic
X-Men
Four.
and Fantastic.
Yeah.
They touch
Without Miles Teller.
and Fantastic Four.
How
is
many
gonna be
Fantastic
huge.
Fours have there been now?
Three. Well, three in
Three,
the,
like, in the modern
Yeah, in the
time.
modern time. There
was an
wasn't
old
one
one.
old
Yeah.
one that
70s or
was
80s.
garbage.
So Apocalypse was such a villain that, like, if you read the comic or you see the show, the
Yeah.
animated,
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh,
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Da-da.
I want the rest.
Oh yeah, it's
No.
dude,
That's all we're getting.
We're done. He was done so well in the comic.
I love Gambit.
That. Oh God,
He was
Remy
great.
LeBeau. Is that still
Remy
happening
LeBeau.
with Channing Tatum?
It's supposed to be.
Oh, he's gonna be.
Yeah, he was supposed to be
Oh,
Remy.
what?
Yeah, I read that they finally got a director, so that's good, I guess. But no, it was in the film. He was awful. It was garbage. He looked like Ivan Ooze.
He did look like that's like a Power Rangers bad guy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a Power Rangers. Josh has
that-
never seen that film, by the way.
By the
not.
way, that Power Rangers movie, I did like it.
Did
you?
I have it on
Yes.
DVD right over there.
Did you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Twice or once?
So many times.
It's good.
It's so good.
I haven't seen it.
Bryan Cranston's in it.
He is in it. That
Oh,
is
he's
true.
he's the head,
He's-
right?
Yeah, I
What's
think he's
the-
Zordon.
Zordon.
Zordon, yeah.
I liked it a lot.
It's
We went to the
not
theater
good,
and
but
saw
it's
it.
super enjoyable. Like it's super like cheesy, and you just love it. Like you laugh the whole time, but it's good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, we should watch it. We should do a cast over it.
Oh yeah, I do want to do those.
So because you just brought up how many Fantastic Four movies there are,
Yes.
and this is again one of those free answers that at a Tasty Trivia superhero event on Thursday, May 31st, that you can attend for
May
free.
31st
May 31st
on a Thursday.
where
Tasty trivia.
Red Cypress.
Oh my god!
Mickey V's.
Wow.
Graffiti Junction, Lake Nona. You would
Convenient.
know all four members of the Fantastic Four. Go.
Do you want?
Wait, like
Do you want
Name
to
'em.
do it?
by their name or their
Character
like
or nickname, I don't care.
oh, Invisible Woman,
Yep.
Mr. Fantastic,
Yep.
the Human Torch,
Yep.
and the Thing.
That's correct. Can we go with their character real names? Do you know them all four? It's a little harder.
Johnny, is he the Human Torch?
He has a last name.
Yeah,
Give
yeah,
it
yeah.
to me.
No,
Such a
I'm
cool
not gonna remember
name,
it.
though.
Johnny Storm.
Yes.
It is Storm. That's right.
And he
Yep.
is the brother
Sue Storm.
to Sue
Sue
Storm.
Storm,
Mr. Fantastic
Reed
is
Richards,
Reed Richards.
Absolutely.
and then
Ben
tough one.
Grimm.
It is
Ben Grimm from The Shield.
He is from the Shield.
From the
He's
Shield.
from the
Michael
Shield.
Chiklis.
That's his name.
Who also did shit, it's not Columbo. Is it?
It's not Columbo.
No, it's not. He was oh crap. This is why you need a fourth person to just
To just be.
Google
we were
stuff.
talking about
We
it.
were just talking about
We were
that,
literally
yeah.
talking about it today. Josh was like, "I think I'm going to be that guy because you talk a whole bunch," and I was like, "You should be that guy."
just get the laptop out. Michael Chiklis used to be a detective in a show. And it wasn't The Shield. The Shield was him going dark on
Yeah,
FX.
it was dark.
This was good
I
thing.
liked The
I can
Shield.
Michael. I can
Michael-
multitask. The
I
shit
can
out
Michael
of this.
Chiklis this.
What if Michael Chiklis is our new thing for we're multitasking?
Are you Chiklising right now?
You're Chiklising the shit out of it. Oh my god, what was he in? Does anyone
I'm
know?
excited
Bones.
to find
It was The Commish.
out. Oh,
ABC's
my God.
drama.
Bad.
The Commish. And it ran for a total of 5 seasons and 94 episodes. And that's why I knew it.
That's
but
longer than
Columbo
I
was that
expect.
other old guy.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Much
watched
older.
Columbo with my dad.
Yeah, we all did. And you don't watch Columbo by yourself. You watch it with an
that
elderly
and
person.
Quincy. We watch Columbo and Quincy all
also
goddamn
watched
day.
I have not seen either.
You know what? This
You're
is
so
real-
lucky.
Are they bad?
You had a bad dad.
It's not good.
I'm sorry. My dad made me watch, and I respect it now, but hated it then. Perry Mason. Do you either of you have heard of this?
I know of Perry Mason.
He's
I
a
didn't
lawyer.
watch it. Yeah.
And it was the precursor to all the law shows we see now.
Yeah,
now
Law
law
and Order
shows
and
are
stuff.
huge.
Yeah.
But it was Perry Mason, and he just didn't lose. And I love that. Like Boston Legal became a
Yeah.
show I was addicted to because of William
Will
Shatner,
Shatner?
and James Spader.
Yeah, yeah.
And they never lost, but they lost like once, and it was a big deal.
and it was a big fucking deal.
We are going to have a lot of TV show themes also. I don't know if this is my really shitty segue from superheroes into TV because we do
It worked
have
out well.
I liked it.
Friends Night
Ooh.
coming May 30th.
Oh,
That'll
May
be at the
30th.
Brass Tap.
That is a Wednesday. And not only will that be at the Brass Tap, but I'm going to try to see if I think one more place. Ellipsis Brewing also has a Friends Night, but it is the week before the 23rd of the May.
Makes
Both
sense.
on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Again, you can check out the website. Tasty
I'm gonna get
Trivia
help
Orlando.
for that, right?
At Ellipsis,
No, at Breast App.
definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
just making sure. Don't
It
want
gets
anything
busy,
crazy.
so we typically put 2 team members there so we can grade faster to move it along to hit our timetable. But Friends is a show that I don't love.
I just watched all of it, and I am not the biggest fan. I respect it for what it was, and you have a very interesting opinion of stuff like this, just in general.
Oh, yeah, the Seinfeld effect.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. What does that mean?
the Seinfeld effect is something that was groundbreaking for the time because it influenced everything that came afterward. If you look back, it looks like shit. So Seinfeld was a game
Really?
changer.
But
if you look back and watch Seinfeld, it's like, that's all been done. Because
Oh,
it's
Because
the standard.
Seinfeld did it first.
Oh, that's interesting because I can still get joy out of those Seinfeld episodes because I
you,
think of
but
the
you saw
nostalgia.
it. Yeah, yeah. If you get someone born in 2000 or even like late 90s to watch it now, it just seems...
That makes sense. Is that and that's a thing you made that up? Or
No,
that's
that's
a
a
thing out
thing out in the ether.
there? Okay.
But
I like
he
that.
said it to me, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
No, that's real because if you were first to do it, it was groundbreaking at the time.
Well, and that's what I have a continuation. It's Mike Spillane, who is a friend of the show as well, and also a host that you will see probably at trivia.
That's right.
I love How I Met Your Mother. Love that show. Do not like Friends. They are the same. How I Met Your Mother
Yeah.
increases.
Friends was first.
Yes, Friends was first. How I Met Your Mother, I think, fills in gaps that Friends didn't.
Yes.
I think there's more emotional connection to characters in How I Met Your Mother than there are Friends. But if it's very dependent on people that like Friends. Typically, not a huge fan of How I Met Your Mother. I watch How I Met Your Mother first. I love it. Friends, meh.
And if you love How I Met Your Mother, you're going to want to go to Bowigan's on Tuesdays in Castleberry. That's just a teaser because we haven't confirmed the date. But there will be Parks and Rec and
Ooh, I love Parks
How
and Rec.
I Met Your Mother
I
trivia.
think I just might have to go.
Real? Oh, is Parks and Rec the
I
one
love
that...
Parks and Rec,
Parks
The
and Rec is my
Office,
favorite
Brooklyn
show.
Nine-Nine.
Oh, The Office just crushed there. 100 people, 27 teams,
Wow.
like sardines in there. But the vibe of fun is up when it's a theme night. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so the
about
thing...
it.
Okay, so you just watched Friends in its entirety.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie, I never did that. Watched through the years, I'd say I've seen 45% of the episodes. Mel has seen it all
Yeah.
multiple times. So yeah, I got a lot of gaps, right?
Right.
I've seen a lot of the guest star episodes because
Yeah.
I like my Bruce Willis, I like my Reese Witherspoon, all that shit. Now that you've seen it all recently, is it as great as the fans say it is, or is it hyped because it was the most popular show for multiple years in the 2000s, which is still fairly recent?
I think there's just a strong nostalgia. If I'm trying to be objective,
that old,
I
though.
did enjoy, but it is when you watch it, it dates
feels
itself.
old.
It does.
It
because
dates
some of it
itself.
was late 90s.
Absolutely, it
Okay.
it definitely
Well,
it definitely dates itself, and I mean, I just feel like there's a connection with the characters, and it definitely for people my age. For example, I watched it because my girlfriend is very Friends crazy, and she said you need to watch this, so I did that. Because that's how you do things in life, and
I agree.
and I watched it, and I did enjoy. There was moments that I laughed and I enjoyed and whatnot, but I just felt like there's just connection. Like people that were formulated in their had their formative years in that time grew connection to these guys because it's like, oh, Ross struggles with blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
like, so
yeah,
I-
that's what I was gonna say.
that's where I feel like the connection is.
There was
He said the thing you were
yeah,
gonna
you
say.
beat me
So
to
now
everything.
you have nothing to say.
Yeah, except there was a girl when I was in 8th grade who was obsessed with it. So I tried to watch it, but I was poor and could not get Friends on DVD.
The internet.
So at the time,
Oh,
no,
well, you
because
were in
I'm
eighth
so
grade,
old
yeah.
that it was on actual TV.
no, this was like when it
live.
was ending.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
I
when it
see.
was
This was
towards
like
the
the
end
final
of
season.
Yeah.
So this pertains for those
That's
of
all
you
I got.
going to Friends Night.
Word.
I have a feeling he'll get you here again, but you have a chance because this one's hard. What is the only episode that does not feature one in the title? Because all their episodes typically
Oh,
start
the one
with
where.
the one where, or the one with, or the one that.
The
Episode
finale.
74.
The finale.
74 is a fine guess. The finale was called The Last One.
Oh.
So which is the one? And it is...
The pilot.
That is correct.
Nice.
The pilot was called just The Pilot.
They hadn't figured it out yet.
They
The
had...
one pilot.
Well, I don't... when shows
one
get
where
made...
it's a pilot.
And you guys are with this too. Like, we consume so much content, but like... when they're not always sure what's going to
Yeah,
hit.
they don't know if it's
No.
going to work or not.
They thought that show was going to originally be called, and I don't think this is a question, but it is. So
Seven?
oh, what a good segue. The original creators were toying with a lot of different titles. The Six of Us, Friends, and Insomnia Cafe was the one that was one step away from being the correct one.
That changes
it was
the entire
going to
thing.
be Insomnia Cafe.
that means they're all
and
murderers.
it does mean that. But somebody stepped in, and the original pitch was Insomnia Cafe.
Wow.
And they said, it's just not going to work
It's
the
not
way we need it to
catchy.
work. No.
It pigeonholes it
catchy.
too.
But Friends didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone's got friends. Even fucking weirdos have friends.
Even people at Insomnia fucking Cafe have friends.
This is so liberating. I can't say the F word at a trivia event, but that's because it's like a bar and maybe there's kids there. Here, people are subscribing to the Drunk Show podcast on iTunes or on Google Play, or they're checking us out on the website.
Absolutely.
So I could be more me. But I do use the F word, and I know the guests of Tasty Trivia know this, as I go around table to table.
Absolutely.
Because I'm more myself there. But over the mic, people always want us to read their very lewd team names, and we just cannot do that before 9 o'clock. There's just no way.
I had
The
one
FCC won't have it.
Thursday.
Right.
I had one Thursday that I felt real awkward saying, and I didn't feel awkward until I finished saying it, and it was "It Won't Suck Itself," and I was like, "Oh," or Wednesday. I was like, "Oh."
And that is their name every week. They're there every week.
Great. Good for them.
It's just
Consistency.
difficult to say it when it's 8 o'clock. And you're like, there is a small child at the Japanese place right across
That
the street
does not
that
understand.
can hear this because it's an outdoor venue. Anyway.
They're like, "What won't suck itself?" What?
Now you're giving their parents like an issue of things they have to talk about earlier than they ever wanted to. Okay.
Did you guys have the talk? Just a quick side. Did your parents ever have the talk with
No.
you? No.
My mother.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Not my father.
No. That is the nightmare scenario for
That
me.
after she found
It was
the.
She showed me where the clitoris was. I knew that would slay him.
Oh my.
You were too like shocked, and you've never met her. He's met her, so I felt that would be funnier. I know listeners are not going to like that. That's
No.
not what happened. Please don't think that my mother showed me the open vag, because that's the only way to go there. You got to move skin to get to that. You don't just have it out. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just revealing itself. You got to
No.
pull the curtains back.
There's manipulation that has happened. That didn't happen. I just took the opportunity to make a joke.
My
Or did it?
Oh.
my dad. Our talk was. My dad looked at me. We were watching. Oh my god, I don't even remember what it was. I want to say it was like Charlie Sheen, 2.5 Men, and it was something that my family very much enjoyed. They made a sexual innuendo, as they often do on 2.5 Men, and my mom looked at my dad and said, "You need to have the talk with him." So 20 minutes later, after Charlie Sheen stops cracking jokes about having sex with women sporadically, my dad looks at me. I look at him. He goes, "If a girl ever shows up to this house pregnant, I'm locking you outside with her father." That was it. That was the talk. I don't... That was it.
That was it.
That was done.
He didn't tell you where to put it.
Nope. He was like, "If a girl shows up pregnant at the house, I'm locking you outside with
So
her
don't hold
father."
hands.
It was about
don't
the
hug.
aftermath for him.
Yeah,
It
he
wasn't
didn't-
about where do you go?
Nope.
How do you do it?
Nope.
Do I touch this, not that?
Uh-uh.
No radio dial, nothing.
Nothing. He was like, "If it happens, you're their problem."
Yeah, yeah,
And I was like,
okay.
okay. So
And now kids have YouTube tutorials.
Yeah. Sex ed is, I guess, taboo these days. But I think, and I don't have the children.
you don't want to.
But I have 5 nieces and nephews that I want to not be whores and gigolos when they grow up.
Don't be a slut, please.
I think you have a better chance of not turning them into the closet sluts and the closet whores.
Yeah.
And I mean whore and slut, both male and female, by the way. I know they have a
Absolutely.
female connotation, but what's the male connotation for a whore? He can be a man whore.
You can be a man.
Yeah, I
whore.
feel like it's just whore.
It sucks that the word gets that.
It's got a negative.
It's
Yeah,
got
it's
that
got a
negative
strongly female connotation.
but it shouldn't. We got to change that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. I think the more you withhold information, and I mean, there's
Makes 'em
statistics.
want it.
There's more statistics about. There's actually like written statistics
Yeah.
about this. That if you like, especially in like the Bible Belt, where they're like,
Yep.
just don't have sex. Like, there's more teenage pregnancy there than there is
'Cause they don't
let's
know
say,
what not
like
to
They're
New
do.
having sex
York.
at 15.
Yeah.
Because they did the thing that happened to me where the comforter accidentally rubbed the frenulum the right way, and I went, What is this feeling? I will recreate it faster. Oh, faster was good. I will also
Keep
try
going.
it slower. Oh, slower was good. I have options. Like that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I was so young that the talk hadn't happened yet. Because my mom hadn't realized she had to like show me stuff. Like, yeah, she had to do it for me the first time, but it wasn't that weird. She did reverse grip, so it felt like somebody else.
Yes, it's fine.
This is really going to end up sounding bad.
It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I'm super excited.
Anyway, I agree that when you don't give the information, you make it more exciting to do it.
Well,
when
it's
you
like-
tell them
it's-
and show them,
it's the
you destroy
unknown.
it.
It takes
the
away the
unknown.
once
power
the
of
taboo's
it.
gone, it's
That's
like,
right.
oh, that's just a thing people
Well,
do.
that's like my parents may get shit for this. I don't know, but I was always allowed, like from the age of 16 on, I could have a beer with my dad whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
And
Allegedly.
allegedly, I could have a drink with my dad whenever I wanted.
Sometimes
it's been
maybe-
10 years. Oh, 11. I don't think you can still get in trouble for that.
I don't know. I just like to be safe.
Statute of
Legally.
limitations.
Well, allegedly, I could have a beer with my dad whenever I wanted. But as soon as I had the beer, he was like, okay, well, you're in the house now. Like, you're not going anywhere. It doesn't matter who shows up, who's willing to pick you up. But I could drink whatever, whenever I wanted. And that I never had that, like, I'm going to go crazy and just, like, nope, never
And then you
happened.
understand what it is. So when you
Yeah.
do it out in the world, it's like, oh, this is fine.
This is,
I
yeah.
agree.
You don't get in over your head. Like those people who drink Hunch Punch for the first time and just like die.
Oh, no.
Right. Well, that tastes too good. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sometimes parents are smart, and your dad was smart. I bet beer didn't taste as good then as it does
didn't.
now.
It didn't.
For me, my dad was using his dad smarts and like, yeah, I'm going to let the kid taste it. He will not like it. I hated it. So I didn't have a single beer through high school because he let me try it at 15.
Oh,
the
yeah.
taste of it. And I hated the taste. And then I was the kid, my best friend and I, we were not as popular as you would assume because I'm so
What a
cool,
surprise.
lush with hair these days, very attractive man. We weren't so
Above
popular.
average penis.
Some have said that. They were lying to my face and on the internet. But so my best friend and I, at the time, his mom knew that we were losers, and there was no lock on a liquor cabinet. There was no situation like that. She actually would tell us where it was so that we could potentially have a party while she was gone for the entire weekend, left us cash on the table, and all we did is go to Blockbuster and Pizza Hut and fart in a room together. But what we should have done is have females over
Absolutely.
and drink. But instead, of one time I was like, let's do it, man. Let's drink the wild turkey. She left it there and I could see it. It's on the counter. And she didn't even put it away. And I hated the taste. Absolutely hated it. It was Wild Turkey 101. It's firewater. I could drink it now and be okay, especially
Yeah.
with a little Coke. It was disgusting then.
Yeah.
And I was 16. So we didn't drink in high school. And I broke in college because when I tasted it and it tasted better, I was like, this is all I want. All I want is this. So it just started happening. But I think parents are almost smarter to let the taste happen because no 14-year-old is going to love the taste of, for example, scotch.
No.
That's an
Oh, God,
acquired
no.
palate. Kids don't even like broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a thing you have to come to figure out whether you like. You like it now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that you did, or maybe you did
Oh,
as a kid.
definitely not.
I didn't,
Definitely
but I
not.
like it now too. Flavors
Absolutely.
change.
Yeah.
So smart parents are going to give information because then they become a resource. And here's where I'll give my mom mad props. I know I said some jokes
clear
about
stuff.
things she did not do what I said, but what she did do is she created an open conversation with me. Once the talk happened, she's like, ask me anything you want. So I asked weird shit. As a young kid, I asked her what a period was. And kids weren't talking about that because I had an older sister who I thought was dying because I went to take a pee and there was blood in the bowl. And I was like, Mom, Lonnie's dying. Like, what's happening? So I learned about these things and she opens the forum. So now sex is not taboo. I only got in trouble when I snuck a girl in the house and had sex with her.
You told me about that.
That's right. I didn't get in trouble for having the sex. Plus, I did it safer.
The sneaking.
The
Becau-
sneaking, yeah.
right.
So was she like that with your older sister too? Like
From
open
what I
communication?
understand, it was a yes. But I was the second child. Second child always gets treated differently.
Always gets better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always better. It's always better.
Always better.
It is.
It is better.
And my sister, who may or may not listen to this, because I'll send it to her because now she's a part of it, would maybe have a better opinion on it because I think she has a different experience, and an older to a younger sibling, it's a very different experience. And I can only speak. I have no younger sibling. I only have the older. So
I'm the oldest, and the other two got it way better than I did.
I am also the oldest, and the other two got it way better than I did.
okay, so I'm going to agree because I'm the youngest, and I think I had it way easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything she did wrong, even if it was a small thing, if I heard it or saw it, I knew
You were like,
I
oh,
could
not
play
gonna
off
do that.
Right.
Yeah,
I could be
yeah.
like, God, I'm going to look so good when I don't do that. And I'm going to get stuff for it.
Yeah.
So the second child has that benefit. So I don't know what her talk looked
And then
like.
the third is even like you
Whatever,
have to be
fuck it, we're done.
You have to be stupid to fuck that up. You have to be dumb to be the third child and just be like, I'm gonna make all the mistakes. No, no.
They've already been made.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
the thing. So I think that I know we really tangented.
We did.
Hard tangent.
Well, it's also so.
It's a podcast.
This is also a podcast. We want you guys to acknowledge that we're intermingling questions and having a conversation. But we also want you guys to and to be fair, Josh isn't a part of Tasty Trivia as a company yet.
You never know.
Maybe it could happen.
He's got skills.
But we'd like
what
to
a
get you
head
guys
of
to
hair
know
on him.
more about Craig and myself, and maybe this gives you guys a little intrapersonal look at us as people, and maybe you guys talk to us about this stuff, and Craig about stuff he's done with his mom or whatever.
Well, I already regret the jokes I made because while funny in the moment, the life they can have after is what could be a problem.
She's gonna have a talk with you.
She's not pleased. I received a text message.
She already knows.
No, she's asleep. She went to bed 4 hours ago. They get old fast.
That is true.
Parents get old. We get old. That's real.
Getting old. That's a real
Life.
You're
man.
feeling your body differently.
I do.
You do?
Absolutely. 27.
I wonder if superheroes feel their body differently.
Talk to me about that.
No, because we're on Friends. I was
Okay.
testing you.
Whatever. I don't even care. Tell me superheroes.
We're all over the place, and I love it. This is fun, and
I hope you guys are enjoying it as well.
me too. And I really want you guys to, anyone that would
feedback.
listen to this, is give us feedback. Tell your host at a Tasty Trivia event, please review the Junk Drawer Show podcast.
He
The
did it
show
that time.
part is fucking me up.
It's very
The
important.
Junk Drawer Show podcast on iTunes. Give us a review to tell us like the shows you listen to. What do you like? This one specifically, but maybe the other ones that I'm on like 3 others, so
It's
you
true.
can check that out. I am that egotistical that I'll say listen to those first.
That's fair.
They are good.
There's also one with Sam, who you guys will know
Sam's
from
great.
from Red Cypress.
And Breast Tap sometimes.
And Breast Tap sometimes. He's also has been on one, and I think that's very informational. You listen to that one, and you enjoyed it.
But I like Sam.
He does a wonderful walk-in.
He does.
He does
Oh, he
the
does,
best
yeah.
Christopher Walken I think I've
And
ever
his
heard.
wife might do the best Michael Caine
That is not true.
that has ever been done. We do good accents.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds exactly like that.
I'm having fun.
Friends. Are
I will.
what
You know
we
what?
are.
We did only give one, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only one.
Oh no! Technically, I wove in another one by accident
Did
because
you?
the last one was another one. I did.
That's right. That's right.
That's like a cool
That's the-
accident.
the finale
I didn't even
was
look at
called
that.
The last one.
But I will talk about famous guest stars because it was the kind of episodes that I wanted to watch of Friends.
Yeah.
Was when like Brad Pitt or Bruce Willis was on. So, which 2 famous actresses portrayed Rachel's sisters in different seasons? Amy and Jill Green.
Well, one's Reese Witherspoon, and I can't fucking remember the other one.
Come on. She was in Married with Children.
Oh, Leela.
What?
She does the voice of. Wait. She might be too old.
Her real name.
I don't know her real name.
It's not.
Who's
it's not
Leela?
It's not her. Leela
not her.
from Futurama. I was thinking the mom, but it's
You're
not the mom.
thinking of
It's
the
the
mom
younger
Oh,
from-
one.
Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
She was in Sons of Anarchy. It was not her. It was the much more attractive. Well, you know what?
The
Katie
blonde
Seagal
one.
was a kind of a redhead smoke show back in the day. But do you not know her name either?
I don't remember her name now.
She's also been in movies, but I really think like she's excelled in TV. It's Christina Applegate.
That's
I knew it a second
right.
before you said it.
And fun fact, this will not show up in Friends
Anchorman.
Night this time, but it will be later. She is one of only 2 Friends guest stars to get an Emmy for her performance. Do you know the other one? He is bald like me.
Bruce Willis.
Yes.
Ha!
Did you know it before I said that?
No, you said he was bald.
Oh, good.
He wasn't bald then, though.
No, but he had like the fuzz. He didn't have like a lot of hair.
It wasn't like, has Bruce Willis ever had a lot of hair?
No, even in Die
Yeah,
Hard, it was
exactly.
like
It was-
his peaks were further back than my peaks, which you could see on the YouTube. They're back there. His were here. His were like, it's like, why have hair if the hair is only going to show up in the back like this?
Like a wispy peacock.
You don't have that problem. You also don't have the problem.
Not
'Cause
yet. It's working. The peaks are going back a little bit.
A little.
A little.
But you're 27. You're
26.
You have a natural peak, it looks like.
Yeah, I've got a little. It's gone back a little bit.
Has it?
A little bit.
His
Yeah.
dad doesn't have hair, so he's
Oh,
nervous.
you're fucked. You're fucked.
I thought. Is it the dad or is it, I thought it was the mom's?
Maternal grandfather is
Yeah.
what I've been told.
Oh,
but,
he's fine. He's still got.
but don't believe the hype, bro.
I don't
Don't-
believe
that's
anything.
true.
If your father
so
has not a good amount of hair, just know that it is a very strong likelihood.
He's okay. He has more than you do right now.
So many do.
Yeah. Well, so I'm okay.
Not a high bar.
Yeah. What
Not
about
a
your
high
dad?
bar. My dad is bad. He has been worse than you for years.
Does it make me a bad person that I get angry with people who have dads with good hair? Like
No.
lush.
No.
Like if I see a 60-year-old guy with like a full head of hair, I'm pissed.
So, okay.
I mean, have you thought about getting
to tangent?
transplants?
Never. I will never
No,
get a hair
you'll
transplant.
You'll do the bald. You'll
I will
embrace it.
stay-
You do look good bald.
It
Though.
works
You're one
for
of
you.
those few
That's
people
very kind.
that can.
I don't
actually
believe
pull
you, but
off
that's
the bald.
very kind.
No, you can absolutely pull.
I
off
don't
the bald.
know, but I'm
When
doing
you-
it. I'm forcing the issue. I don't believe you, but I like
Accept it.
I like
Accept
what
it.
you're saying.
I
I
mean,
like it a lot.
I'm being honest with you right now. My father's grandfather, my papa Bob.
Whoa.
grew-
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather, until he died at 94 years old,
That is old.
had a full head of hair.
Very good
and
for you.
until he was, I want to say in his 80s, it was jet black.
No way.
Jet black.
That can't be.
I don't believe it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sounds like
Grays
fake news.
everywhere. I found a gray in the pubis recently.
That's
Dude,
where it starts.
Okay, so it was.
Is that true?
I have no
here
idea.
Was the black? It was a little. It was twingy in here.
Oh, he's got that Reed Richards.
Yeah, but
God,
he
that's
was
attractive.
70.
Women are so into
love
that.
the salt and
If the
pepper.
salt and pepper is in the right spots,
That's
you
true.
can beard it, you can mustache it, and you could sideburn it. As it gets a top, it doesn't look as good.
That's true.
So if you're sideburning it into, and only the video people can see that I'm doing
He's
this,
gesturing.
it's good. My hope for me, because I see my father, my beard, as it comes down, you'll see some tinges of red. Those will go gray first.
That's true.
I will get the correct salt and peppering. I hope, because up here I'm not getting it. The grays are coming in here, and I found one on. I found one on my tummy.
What?
I didn't know they would
tummy
do
gray?
a tummy gray. I plucked it. I also spoke to it after I plucked it.
You got to
I
have
said,
a
I
talk.
hope none of your friends are with you, and I put it down the drain. But that's really what happened last week.
I believe that.
Grays are real.
No, it's not good. I've been going gray for a while.
Get out.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
got the grays.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you do? Do you dry your hair?
I do not.
No, I
actually.
won't.
You just have like little tiny ones though, right?
No, I mean, I actually at the top and center of my head, I have a huge patch of just gray.
Really? Well, you said huge patch, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
it's in the
see it.
it's puffy right now, so it's hard to. But like when I do one of these, it's very like in here, and it's starting to migrate
Not
slightly.
seeing what he's saying.
I think he's full of
I
shit.
Can
I'd really like you to get closer to the camera to say that we all have a different sense of self-esteem.
I will show them afterwards, and they will attest next time. But we need to get more on Friends in this moment.
Oh yeah.
I'm with that because I have two different things, and that'll be the end of the Friends questions.
Wonderful.
I want to ask, and this one is difficult. It's one of those bonus ones. So if you stuck with us in what is probably an hour,
It's
if
it's
not,
probably
we're
over
I
an
think we're
hour.
over an hour. Yeah.
you will get really good stuff for the Friends night on Wednesday the 30th or at Ellipsis the 23rd. This is hard. In the original contracts for season 1, how much money was each main cast member earning per episode? I will give you a plus or minus $5,000.
Okay.
Like we have to be within a $10,000 range.
Correct.
Okay. 100,000.
First season. Your guess is in. I'll let you change it one time. He could do the same.
I'm gonna say 20.
Would you like to correct?
Yeah, I have no concept of how much people make in TV shows.
Fair.
So 21,000.
Oh my God, you're the
He
worst.
Price is Right screwed your ass. $22.50.
Wow.
Wait, whoa. I had an opportunity to
Shit
change.
balls. I screwed
late.
you. You know what? I feel good about what happened here. I feel good about what happened. You get the point. Josh gets the point.
This is
all
horseshit.
day, every day.
horseshit.
Your guess was so good. His was good for now.
They weren't famous.
Bad for them. They weren't
weren't
famous.
famous.
And they negotiated after season. This is
A
gonna,
million, right? It was a
No, no, no. That was
the
way
That
later.
was the finale. The last
That was
season
8,
was
9, 10.
Oh, 8, 9, 10 was a million.
But
per.
they got up to 100 very quickly within the first 3 seasons, and then it started jostling. Like they did the thing that changed TV ensemble shows. So all actors that are listening right now, which is a fat zero,
Yes, absolutely.
should give cred to those 6 actors and actresses because they did combined negotiation. And now shows are doing it. It never happened before that. Ensemble casts were not doing it. It was each individual agent doing their own thing, and some men were getting more than women, and it was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
The Friends cast came to the table together, and they progressively got up to $1 million an episode. Good for them, which
Yeah,
they deserve,
absolutely.
by the way.
Yeah.
For
Well,
such
yeah,
a phenomenal
'cause
show.
Most of them will never have work again, other than Jennifer Aniston. Will have work whenever she
I mean,
wants.
it's
Courtney Cox has that one TV
Co-
show.
Cox has
Not-
Cougar
not
Town.
for a
Yeah,
long
Cougar
time.
Town.
She's done really well. Oddly enough, Schwimmer does well in different ways. It's very strange.
Animated
It's
stuff.
very strange.
He's got that weird nasally voice.
LeBlanc has had 2 other successful shows. He did the Showtime one.
he's got one now.
And he has
Yeah,
one
yeah.
now.
What does
It's
he have
weird.
now?
It's on CBS, and I don't know its name, but it airs after or before the Kevin James one that's doing well.
Oh, the Kevin Can Wait.
Yeah, but there's a Matt LeBlanc
Yeah,
one.
there's a Matt LeBlanc
where he
one
doesn't get
after
to use
that.
his own name because he's not as famous as Kevin James.
That's true.
I think
that is
that's
an
your
accurate
sign of
statement.
when you won. If you get to use your own name in your sitcom, Raymond, Ellen, like you win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's easier to act when people are calling you by
People
your
are
name.
like, "Hey, Kevin," you're like, "What?"
Yes, I am that person. But like that's I made it.
Yeah.
I
Was
get
he,
to be-
was he Kevin in King of Queens also?
No. What? Doug.
He was
Doug.
Doug
Okay.
Heffernan.
Yep. That's right.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
but he really made it when he became Kevin Can Wait.
Kevin can wait.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But yeah, they're oddly the one I would argue is doing the 2 of them that are doing the least work but also have gobs of money are Kudrow and Perry. They
Yeah.
don't have to work anymore.
Absolutely
None
not.
of them do
None of
because
them
they
do.
had multiple seasons of success.
They have fuck
But-
you money.
Right.
Yeah, that's an obscene amount.
Most recently, the Big Bang Theory crew
Oh yeah, they just did $1 million.
They
as well.
parted though, so
Did
4
they?
of them, which was Kaylee Cuoco, Galecki, Parsons, and crap, man. You know what? It actually was just the 3 of them got a certain amount. Then Howard and Koothrappali, sorry I don't know their names,
Yeah.
got another amount. But then they all 5 of them took less money on purpose, which I thought was so cool. So none of them make a mill now. They've dropped down to 900
for,
to get Mayim Bialik and the
Bialik,
girl that
yeah, yeah.
plays Bernadette.
Bernadette up to.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So like,
That's
how
cool.
cool is
That's
that?
real
cool. Yeah.
That
That's
this is
real
money.
cool to go from $1 million to $800,000 an episode. How nice of you.
You're saying it like that, but that's $200,000.
It was 100. Sorry, I said 8. I meant 900. But
I mean, you didn't. I just said a number.
oh no, they took a break of 100 each per episode so that Bernadette and Amy Farrah could come
yeah.
up. I don't know the other one's name. I feel bad, but I don't know all the cast members' names. But I think that will also resonate through in things like that because on other
Yeah.
shows
Well,
like
they're
2.5
actual
Men,
friends, I think.
they are. In 2.5 Men, it wasn't like that.
No.
Charlie Sheen was getting the most that's ever been paid to a human on TV. He was
On
getting
television.
2.2 per episode.
That's insane.
It's insane. They didn't even give Kutcher that.
No.
And they gave Kutcher a lot.
He got a
more than any
lot.
Friends person got, more than these people got. But John Cryer did very well, but wasn't getting the same. Nor was Angus
I think he
Young.
was even under Kutcher as well. When
He
Kutcher
was.
came
He
on,
was.
Cryer still made less.
Cryer's phenomenal. Great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Was big in the 80s. People forget that. But like, he either didn't have as good an agent or didn't make that relationship. And the Friends people,
Yeah.
that 6 started that. Like, How I Met Your Mother did a bit of it, where they did a group negotiation, and it's the power you have.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these shows are ensemble that way. Game of Thrones, a few of them got together. The main
Oh, really?
ones.
That's a
Yep.
good call.
For HBO. So it was...
HBO has gobs of money.
They do. I'm going to do bad on their names, so I'm going to go character names. It was Daenerys, Jon Snow,
Amelia Clark, Kit Harington.
Yeah,
Sophie
but those
Turner,
I knew.
Maisie Williams.
It was Crappers.
Sansa?
She's Lena Headey was in on this, and then Crappy has one hand.
Jamie.
Jamie
Nicola
Lannister?
Costa.
He has a hyphen name.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's a hyphenated.
I got nothing.
But they got together to earn the money, and I think that's a strong way to do it because
makes sense.
yeah, we all know HBO's got money, but they're also dedicating. What was the weird estimate on what the season 8 was going to cost?
Oh, it was obscene.
I heard like 150 million or
Something like
stupid.
that. Yeah, like it's going to be a full.
I mean, it's like
big
6
budget.
movies.
Yeah,
They're
it's
making a
full
movie
big
for each
budget
one.
film. But that's to talk about. We're again tangenting, but I love it. To talk about Game of Thrones.
Tangent hard, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Do it. To talk. Well, you like Game of Thrones as
Yeah.
well. But
Oh, I love Game of
loves
Thrones.
it. So what I read is that the Battle of the Bastards took 33 days to film, approximately 30
Okay.
days to film. They just wrapped the biggest battle they've ever done, and it took over 50 days
Really?
to film. Wow. So it's going to be 20, almost a full Battle of the Bastards amount of time longer than that single episode.
Wow. And this is all 2019, right?
Yes, this is April. So we're a year away. We're less than a year away now.
God, we are doing something for that.
I can't wait.
I'm super excited.
I'm going to do a cleanse. I don't want to even like smell alcohol 3 weeks before that because I want to.
You want to do a
remember.
drinking game?
No, I don't even want to. I don't want to like miss any part.
Oh,
of
okay.
game. I don't want any kind of inebriation whatsoever.
I get that.
Because
I don't agree with it, but I get it.
I mean, I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
What house do you fall into? What do you think?
Man, I don't like the person inside of me wants to say Stark.
Yeah.
Because you love the Starks.
But who do you really resonate with?
Honestly, probably Tyrion the most.
So a Lannister? I'm trying to picture where you should be.
He's the only reason I say Tyrion is just because he's got that very worldly.
No, but I mean the house.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
Specifically the house.
You know, it's such a tough question.
It's a very hard one. I think he would be Tyrell.
He would be a Tyrell. I think he would be a Tyrell for sure.
Is that good? No.
Yeah,
they're
I
super
like the
smart.
Tyrells.
They're super smart and they have a lot of money.
I love that, but I don't have a lot of money.
You don't have a lot of money.
It's
It's
you're
just
heshy.
it's the smart. You're heshy.
Yeah. No, but it's like the smart, like plan it out, like you know what's going on.
But you know, the problem I have with that, and I'm jumping in and after missing a few minutes, is we just did a Game of Thrones trivia brass tap that went really well.
Yeah.
And I will soon tell you all where you can get the next one. But we did a house study.
Yeah.
I did the sigils and the mottos, and that round went well. And Tyrell, I'm torn. Olenna was like
I love
a
Olenna.
beast, but is dead.
She's super dead.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dead. I don't, but because if we look at but then I go to Starks and like a bunch of them are dead.
And that's I just said that he asked me what house I would be in. And you want to say Stark. You
But you
want to be
don't-
like,
but you don't
Stark,
wanna be
but
dead.
You're not a Stark. Like you can't. I feel like a Stark is one of those things that's just you've earned it by birth.
So many of
And
them are
it's just-
shitty though.
I
Rob
feel
was
like
dumb.
Rob was real
He made
dumb.
Ned was
He's stubborn.
stupid.
They're stubborn as fuck. Yeah.
I'm not as stubborn as
I'm
that.
kind of stubborn.
I'm very stubborn.
Are you guys that stubborn?
I'm kind.
I'm pretty
fucking
stubborn.
We've worked together for 6 years now. You know I'm fucking stubborn.
I know. We're not having Game of Thrones trivia again. Oh no, we are. You know what? You'll have to come back to the next episode
Yeah,
to learn when that one is.
all
You see
right.
what I did there?
Cliffhanger.
I like
But
it.
now I'm torn whether I want to be House Tyrell. I don't
The,
love that.
the only thing I can think of is Tyrell's a very female-driven house, and you
They-
are a man. So
No, but they had dudes.
They had dudes.
No,
They had
yeah,
some
but-
dudes.
You know, I don't want to be a Tully. I don't want that.
No,
which one's Tully?
That's Ned's wife was
The
a Tully, the
Blackfish,
Blackfish.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
were
would not
great.
hate if I was in House Aaron
Which one
in
is
the
that?
Vale.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. She was weird.
No,
Oh, that's
but
what I was
the little
thinking of.
kid was
She
weird.
Vale's weird.
No, little kid. She's not
Sucked
an
on
Aaron.
the titty for a
She
real long
married
time.
in. John
That's
Aaron.
right. John Aaron
was the Aaron.
Yeah.
And I kind of like John Aaron. We never actually saw him speak. He was
No.
dead in episode 1.
Yes.
But that's what I liked about him. Like
The mystery.
What is? Oh my God! I just had it and I lost it. The badass little girl from
Mormont.
Yeah,
House
Mormont.
Mormont.
Oh,
I wanna be
yeah.
House Mormont, real
But
bad.
then
Ooh.
isn't Jorah House Mormont?
No, not anymore. He was excommunicated.
You're right.
So,
but
fuck
I
Jorah.
love him, though.
I don't like Jorah. He's just chasing the puss.
Which gets real weird in the books because she's
Oh,
like
you've read
15.
like
No, I just
14s.
know some
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
She's like
Yeah.
15,
Something like
14 in
that.
the books.
My
She's
my
really
buddy
young.
Mike tried to dupe me into reading the books early on. That we were in
Fool.
season 2, and he said to me this bullshit that the books are better. And I hope I get flack for those of you that actually think that, because you're wrong. And he's like, you gotta read them. So I read, and I get to Joffrey's death, and I wasn't up to it in the show yet.
Yeah.
I literally threw the book down. I'm not lying. I'm not saying
I believe
I
that.
threw it down and it didn't happen. I angrily threw the book down, called him and said, I hate you. I'm so angry with you. You ruined what's
That wasn't
coming.
until season 4. That was a
Is it
while.
that late?
It's pretty
I
late.
was wrong on
I
that.
feel like it was. No, but I mean, still.
4 or
Spoiler
3?
alert, by the way.
No.
If you
I
haven't
think,
seen it
no,
at this point,
4's.
I just-
it
we
couldn't
gotta
be
cover it.
that
I'm gonna look it up.
long.
I'm gonna
It was
look
4.
up.
It was
Talk
the end of
amongst
4.
yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Get out.
I'm like fairly confident.
he
fairly
wasn't
certain.
dead till 4? There's only been 7.
Well, he got power at the end of season 1.
Right. But I
And
would have
then-
thought.
Season 4, episode 2.
So the beginning of 4. Okay.
All right, cool. This makes sense because it's been out long enough. So obviously we were a couple seasons in on it. He tells me to read the books. I read, but that shows up in book like 2.
Does it? How many books are there?
There's 5 published.
There's 5 currently, but there's still 2 more that he's.
And the next one's not even
lollygagging
like
about.
in order. It's a prequel
No, he
or
just
something.
put out something else.
He just put out a
How
prequel.
irritating.
It was a prequel.
yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, he just put out a prequel.
I'm not going to read the books. By the
No,
way.
I don't want to.
At
I
this
would do
point-
audiobook maybe.
Depending on who. If Sean Bean's reading it to me, I would.
Yeah.
He's dead, so
He's so dead.
Sean Bean's not.
He
dead,
dies in
though.
everything.
He
Yeah.
does die in everything.
He's the guy
That's
to
his
die.
role.
Yeah,
you
that's
hire
fair.
Sean Bean.
National
You will
treasure.
kill Sean Bean in your movie.
death. Oh, Sean Bean's in this. He's gonna die at some point.
Oh God, I love Game of Thrones.
It's so good. It's so good.
That will
What-
be a theme we
What
do.
house do you find yourself in?
Legit Stark.
You would think you're a Stark.
Yeah.
His hair is Starky.
Is it? It's too.
Oh.
It's too light colored
It's
for it
pretty
to be
light. It's
Stark.
long.
No.
Starky. Yeah,
So good.
Thank you.
He could Stark it up.
I don't think so.
What do you think?
The males all die, so you are. Fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
You are dead.
I've lived a good life. It's fine.
Man, I don't.
Wait a minute.
I don't
The
know.
males
This
are
might
almost
be-
all dead or paralyzed. John's not a Stark. We know that.
John
now.
is not a Stark. He's a Targaryen.
That's what I'd want to be, but I'm not.
That's the thing.
I know
It's like-
that I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'd want to be a Targaryen.
See, the
Targaryen,
reason I say Stark
Targaryen.
is I get really fixated on like things that are true, whether like getting, like that kind of thing.
Sure.
That's why I say that.
Head
because they're very.
movement. I get it.
Yeah. What? Yeah, the
Whatever.
head move. Yeah.
Whatever that was.
that means a thing
I'm having trouble coming up with the words, but like
on a podcast.
yeah.
I want to talk about stuff.
So like the thing, it's if you look at it, it's really more of a, it's like I'm just waiting for one of you to jump in.
You wore a nice
Yeah,
shirt
no, we're
today.
gonna-
Oh my God, thank you. That's very nice.
You know
of
what I don't like about your shirt, and I don't like about your shirt that you kept the buttons buttoned as part of the collar, but you don't have a tie on the collar. Those buttons in design concept are for keeping a tie in place.
No,
Yeah.
keep it out of your face.
No.
Yes.
Wrong.
No, because it used to pop up.
I don't. No, you're saying
The
a thing
original
that may have
polo.
happened to
The
you.
original polo was meant to be up,
That's correct.
and
but-
then now it keeps it down.
No,
which is
it's
the
not
opposite
going
of
to just come up. Gravity, nature, that's not going to just pop.
Gravity is a theory.
A collar doesn't pop itself. It must be popped by a douchebag. It doesn't pop itself. So that is to keep a tie in place to not slip out under the collar. But you have no tie, sir. You should not have those
But it
buttons.
keeps it in the right area. It still keeps the collar in the right place. Otherwise, you flare out and it looks weird.
I didn't care.
What I'm saying is both of you are wearing your shirts
Look,
wrong.
you gave me an argument and I just had to go with it.
But you could be right, but I thought I was right
I'm wearing glasses, so I probably know more.
about glasses.
That might be true. Do we have any other friend stuff? Are we going to talk about any other trivias like the Boegans? Are we going to talk about any of that stuff, or would you like to leave
Slight
that?
issue.
Okay.
I only know the themes
Okay.
for Bo Weekends for May. I will share them with you all now. We just did The Office.
Yes.
That was the first week of May. There's a movie night this coming Tuesday. That will be the 8th. That is a broad range of movies, 80s movies, 90s movies, romantic comedies, everything. Then the one that makes you cringe, but honestly I thought
You
would
think
be
it's gonna do
dead. I originally thought no one was going to go. But the more people that keep asking me about it, it shocks me. Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is having a theme at Bowegan's that will be the 15th. And then I'm very excited about the Harry Potter, which I'm going to give an answer away that will help no one and potentially make a few people angry.
Great.
Because it was the bonus question at Brass Tap for Harry Potter night. Harry's first words in the book series, Chapter 2, first page of Chapter 2, and Petunia is attempting to wake him up. What does Harry say? She's trying to wake him up. She says, "Are you awake, Harry?" And he says,
Hello.
people wrote that. 55 teams and 0 got this correct. And I messed up. So I'm going to humbly apologize to any listener that's at Harry Potter night. That will never happen again. The object of a bonus question is never to blank the field. It's that some will get it.
Right.
My like magic percentage, we've gone back and forth on this, Pat and I, somewhere between 20 and 30% getting a bonus right makes us happy. 50 were like, cool,
Okay.
it was fair.
Yeah.
When it gets to 70 and 80% get a bonus question right, I'm like, crap, it was a little easy. But 0, I failed you. I apologize. His first word in the series is
Yes.
nearly.
Oh.
Nearly. I'm nearly awake. He says nearly.
Very English of him.
So English, and I got that off the publisher's website, and they had this amazing infographic with 30 facts. I used all 30. It will not happen again, so you guys can have the secret sauce. I used all 30 in that night, and that was the only one people missed. I had perfects to that point,
Wow.
and they missed that.
The wager's so important.
The wager's important at the Tasty Trivia game. I know some teams come in and hate it. They're like, it's always about the bonus. But it isn't.
No,
if
you have to
wager
do something.
appropriately.
You have to
Yes.
do something to get there.
It's very difficult to win when you're coming in at a disadvantage if you don't wager appropriately. Mm-hmm. And that's why the whole theming of Tasty Trivia is designed after the Jeopardy model. 5 categories, 5 questions with a bonus where you are able to risk it all. Jeopardy's the greatest quiz show that ever happened, so why wouldn't we just do that
Do
format?
what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even arguable that it's the most successful quiz show.
Bar none, yeah.
When people rebuttal with, "Oh, you shouldn't be able to wager it all," I was like, I just say Jeopardy. Why would Jeopardy do it?
Jeopardy.
Why wouldn't they put a cap saying you can only wager 5,000? And then Ken Jennings would have never lost
No, he'd still be
Oh,
going.
yeah.
because he was always up enough and risked it. But anyway, I know people were upset about that. You will have redemption at Bowegan's on the 22nd, the 3rd Tuesday of the month. Oh, is that the 4th? No, it is the 3rd Tuesday of the month, right?
Sure.
I'm bad at that. I can't visualize calendars well. Luckily, I have one here.
Do we have any
It's the 4th Tuesday.
any spoiler teams or any spoiler stuff for next month? Do you want to drop any?
I will. Yeah,
Category.
that could be like a wrap-up moment,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like that'll be a good so this is for June.
June. Here are the themes for June. Bloodhound Brew, Mellow Mushroom, The Office. Top Golf, Harry Potter. Graffiti Junction Longwood, Graffiti Junction Lake Nona, Marvel. Yes. Crafted will get The Office. Cahoots, downtown will get Friends. Disney Night will be at Persimmon Hollow and Fuzzies, East Colonial. Ellipsis Brewing will have both an Office night and a Harry Potter night, and all 4 Duffies will have Harry Potter theme nights. Now, a few other venues like Brass Tap, Mickey V's, Graffiti Junction on Thursdays in Lake Nona, and Red Cypress are to come. They have Superheroes and Friends coming up this month, but they're next month. We are looking for feedback. We're looking for you guys, the people that listen to this and the people that attend the Tasty Trivia events, to give us ideas. I did tell you that Parks and Rec is coming. That's true. How I Met Your Mother is coming.
Love it.
Many of those will start to weave in June, July, and beyond.
Yeah, actually, 2 things. So if you guys have any categories or any topics, any of that stuff that you would like to see in the future, please comment on the video. Let us know, and we'll let Craig know. Also, divide us into houses. Do it. Put us in Game of Thrones houses.
I'm torn. I like what you guys were saying to give me some Tyrell.
I mean,
love.
I feel like Tyrell is accurate.
'Cause
I
they
don't
are
feel like you're a
intelligent.
Stark. I don't feel
You
like
don't
you're a
think
Stark.
so?
Mm-mm. You're not dumb enough.
Do you think they're dumb or just
The
do.
men are dumb.
No, I
the
do.
men are foolish.
The
I
men
think they
are
make
pretty
the
dumb.
very
and
bad
the only
choices.
reason Arya and Sansa aren't dumb is because they've spent so much time away from all the
That's a-
super
that's a
evil.
fair
You need to
point.
get away from Winterfell to make good decisions.
You're not dumb enough.
No
So-
one makes
well,
good decisions
thank
on
you.
Winterfell.
You're
what,
so
what do you-
welcome.
what would you put me in then?
I feel like you could be that outlier Targaryen. I feel like you're a Tyrion, very much so. A Tyrion.
Just not a
So
Targaryen.
you're
Lannister?
There were theories.
There's theories.
Yeah,
There's
well,
about it.
yeah.
Okay, so
Will he
Lannister. Because I do feel like the only maybe I'm
Oh, now that you said it, I like him.
I like him as a Lannister. Look at the hair. It's lion maney.
I do
You're
lion mane.
You
Lannister-ish.
pay your debts.
You pay your
I do
debts.
pay my debts.
You have a paying
It's-
job. It feels good.
So there's only one bad Lannister right now.
Cersei.
Jamie's not a bad guy.
That's a fair point.
Jamie's never
He's-
been
he's
bad.
loyal.
He's
He's
done
loyal.
bad things.
He's done bad things, but because it's the woman that he loves.
That's right. He pushed a boy out
What
a window.
man would not do unspeakable things for the woman that he loves?
This is true. But don't make it your sister.
No,
Yeah.
please no. But and Tyrion, I feel like is a great human being, and he's very well read and very well spoken.
Did you host a Game of Thrones night?
I have not yet.
So
hosted
this will
a Game
be
of
fun.
Thrones
We'll
night.
just do just for funsies. I want to know what you guys will say. In the book series,
Yes.
the entire book series is told third person limited,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you get different perspectives in different chapters. Which character had the most chapters from his or her perspective? A total of 47 chapters in
So
5
many
books.
chapters.
Over 5 books. Each chapter, none are like third person omniscient. None. They're all from a character. Some weird characters, too, by the way. Ones we wouldn't know by name. Who has the most chapters in his or her
Is it a main?
perspective?
Is it a main character?
I'm not at liberty to say. I want your guesses. Because you both seen the show
Yeah.
in its entirety.
I'm gonna
Did-
say Arya.
Does it make sense?
Oh.
Like go with the show, or is it like?
Well, that'd be a giveaway.
That's a
So I
tough-
can't give that. I can't answer that until after you make your
Okay.
guess. His guess is in.
I'm gonna say
For Arya? Like because I could very easily see it as Littlefinger or the bald guy with the little birds, because
Oh,
he has
Varys,
Varys,
yes.
because he has a lot of information.
I like where your head's at. So before I give you the answer, I will offer. Damn you, Scotch. Offer a second question.
Yeah.
That if you're smart, you'll pick up on what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Which character was in the most episodes of the HBO show Game of Thrones? Featured in the most episodes.
Yeah.
There have been a total of 67. This character was in 61.
Is it Tyrion?
It is. And it is the answer for both questions.
Wow.
And if you know, I'll go one step deeper, and this will show up in future Game of Thrones stuff. George Martin, the writer, has said he wrote Tyrion in his image, if you will. It is his favorite character. And
what flattery to put upon yourself.
but the
Tyrion gets
intellect,
fucked up.
that he is clearly. Well, I wouldn't say clearly, but I would argue he's the smartest.
There's so many arguments that you
the
can make.
moment there.
He's alive. The only one that I think can
Boy,
rival him
is
is
he alive.
Littlefinger or Varys.
But he's dead.
He's dead.
Varys, here's why you can never be the smartest guy in a room. You lost your wiener. You
have
didn't
no pee-pee.
do it right.
Wasn't he a kid though?
Yeah, he was a child.
I
when
thought he
they
was a
took his-
teen.
Maybe he was a teen. He might have been a teen, but still, like
You lost
Teens are
your wiener,
notoriously
man. You did bad. You did a bad job. You lost your dick and balls. You can't be the smartest guy in the room, no matter what room you're in. You could be in a room with all women, and you're not the smartest guy in the room because you lost your dick and balls. So he's out for me. Sorry if you didn't get
That's
that.
fair.
He's out
That's
for
fair.
me.
Yeah.
He also is not featured in very many chapters. However, Arya is. Jon Snow comes in pretty high as well.
I figured that much.
And guess, this is another fun one. Who is second most episodes in the HBO show? 58 episodes.
Cersei.
That is correct. And no one got that right when I was pitching it at the thing. People were going Daenerys.
I was just gonna say.
I
Jon
almost
and
said
Daenerys
Daenerys.
are right behind there, and so is Arya. But Cersei is a strong character, which
I think you could make an argument that she's also one of the smartest. She makes some of the dumbest decisions.
Yes. No.
But
Yeah.
I think she's one of
She's
the
one of
smartest
the smartest, but also
characters.
one of the worst.
And I want her to die so much.
Oh,
but,
yes, please.
But I don't know if they're going to give it to us.
Are we going to... No, they will. It's going to be Arya. She's going to kill her. Are we going to do like a Talking Dead, but with Game of Thrones?
If I'm invited, I'm so in.
That you... Obviously,
I love that
I
show.
just said it
Yeah. I love
that
with
show a
you
lot.
sitting here. If I didn't want you to be a part of it, I would have waited
like
until
that
you
show a
left.
lot.
Just pencil it in. April 2019.
April 2019.
Yeah, there's only going to be 6
Yeah.
episodes. So
But
it's
they're going
not
to be
even
like 2
1.5. I heard 90 minutes
It's a
consistently.
movie. It's a movie.
It's
Each
a-
one
yeah.
will be like... It's like Sherlock, which is amazing content.
wonderful show.
HBO is making good moves. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
These 6 episodes will be the most watched of the series. I would bet on that. The hype is real. They've done such a good promotional job. I think those 6 episodes would potentially, because you're only going to grow from now to then, would
yeah.
be big episodes for the Drunk Drawer show too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So I like it. I feel like we came to a nice full circle moment here.
Look for that in 2019 of April. We'll do Game of Thrones recap.
Super teaser. We did
Super
small
teaser.
teasers here,
This is the-
and then
just
we just did a bomb
11
teaser.
months. 11 months away to look forward
Like,
to it. We're gonna
Put
up,
it on your calendar.
we're gonna get dressed up. Craig's gonna be Cersei.
Ooh.
That's gonna be
I could do that.
super hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Jon Snow because I have the darkest hair.
I'm going to be a
Darker than
dragon.
No, but his hair is like correct for it.
Yeah, I mean, if I grew my hair out, it would be.
You would
that
Are you
way.
going to do it,
Shit
though?
with long
I've
hair.
had long hair before. Actually,
Blech.
I'd do it. I
Do
would
it.
do it.
Dude,
Do it.
I would do it. I
you would do so poorly with the ladies.
What? Probably.
You have a nice girlfriend. She
do.
will leave you if you grow your hair out.
She told me that, actually.
It
believe that.
won't do
believe
good
that.
long. Look at it. It looks so good at this length
This
and a
is-
little
I
less.
wanna go- I'm
a
going
little
less
more.
than
I
this.
also like your hair. Like a
I'm gonna
little
go less
more.
than this.
Shave it.
I'm just gonna buzz it all. Here you go. That's for you.
That's like
Holy
15-year-old
shittles.
Pat, right?
That's 16.
This to me
16.
is so. I play hockey
Yeah.
Let me see.
hair.
That's accurate.
I play
That
hockey.
is
hair.
accurate. Absolutely.
Hockey people.
Oh, yeah.
For all the professional athletes, by far worst hair is hockey. Second worst hair
That's
is NFL because
Throw it in
flow for
helmets.
hockey is the best.
what's that?
The what?
The flow for hockey, you gotta. Oh my god, it's majestic.
On
am
average.
not a huge long hair on the dudes, but whoa. You're not you're at medium length.
I'm at medium length, yeah.
If you start to push beyond the shoulders, like some of the hockey players do,
That's fair.
I'm like, God. Like the NFL players that it's coming so far out of the
Troy
helmet, you
Polamalu.
can now be pulled down by it, which is
Yeah.
legal
Marshawn Lynch,
in the
yes.
NFL.
Yep.
That's foolishness. You're playing a full contact sport where you gave someone an extra piece to ruin
to grab
you.
onto, yeah.
I don't get with that. Whereas I think baseball has some pretty good hair, and even basketball has some fun hair.
Yeah, the flat top coming back was cool.
Yeah, and the only long-haired guy I can think off the top of my head, and he keeps it tight, is Ricky Rubio right now in Utah. He has a man bun, which I hate, but I like Ricky Rubio.
He's small in Spanish.
Yeah, I love that about him.
Small in Spanish. On that note, we are going to leave you guys. So just be excited. We got more theme nights coming up. We're going to do this podcast again. Please let your hosts know, let Craig know, let me know, let anybody know what you guys thought of this. If you liked it, we're going to do more of them. If you didn't, we're going to do it anyway. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Josh is going to tell you what all that stuff is because I can never remember.
It is any sort of social media at the Junk Drawer Show,
That is probably
except for Twitter, which is _Junk Drawer Show. Also, we have not done a single tweet. We just have it. So just stick to YouTube, which we still do not have an official name yet because we don't have 100
We don't have 100 subscribers, so
So subscribe.
please-
Help us out there.
That
we'll get
one.
the real name. And love ya.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
I didn't
at-
realize we were all looking. over
We are
here.
now, yeah.
We are. We'll see you guys at maybe even Josh. We'll see you guys at these theme nights.
Ooh, I think claimed he would go to the.
He said Parks and Rec.
I would, yeah. When is that again?
Bogans, but it'll be next month.
Perfect.
We
Parks
haven't
and
put that
Recs.
poster out yet, but we will.
Okay.
So be ready
Dope.
for that, and we'll see you guys at these theme nights.
Woo!
Bye.